Broadcasting live, this is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. With your hosts, Honest Abe and Adam K. the Brewmeister. Listen to the show anywhere in the free world at KMATalkRadio.com.
I like to smoke them like some Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning, loyal listeners, libertarians, lovers of the leaf, everyone out there in Radio Land. Welcome to another exciting edition of KMA Talk Radio. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, as always, the man, the myth, the legendary figure, a man who needs real no introductions, but hey, we'll give him one anyway, Mr. Honest Abe.
Good morning.
Hello, hello. How we doing?
I'm good.
And of course, we've got our very special guest sitting in with us, Mr. Erik Espinosa of Espinosa Cigars.
Good morning.
How you doing? And, well, he never travels alone, and he brought a man
all
all...
You brought us, like, venereal disease this morning.
Yeah.
Got herpes. Came with herpes this morning.
Dude, I'm freezing my balls off here.
Oh, no.
You know
Yes.
what's funny is last week we were hot as hell.
Wow. I thought, I walked in and I said to the tech outside, I was like, is someone trying to send a message about last week it being so hot? Because I tried to turn it off, but it has not, the AC has not shut off since I've been here for an hour now.
Wow. Really?
Yes.
I got shrinkage, bro.
It is 60 degrees.
That's not the air conditioning, bro.
Yeah, that's another problem. Obviously, Erik never travels alone. He brought another legendary figure of the New Jersey world, Mr. Juan Cancel.
Heyo, how you doing, guys?
What's happening? How are we?
Good, beautiful.
Excellent. That's
Excellent
what we like
day
to
in
hear.
Florida. Happy to be here.
Mm-hmm. He just flew in last night, and boy, are his arms tired.
Oh, man. I hit the ground running.
You got all this today? You talking, doing camera. Paul's not here today, so
I know.
like,
I'm trying to do.
I can see a lot of the camera angles suck, so I'll make adjustments throughout the show.
Okay.
I'm watching this, but
You kind of threw it.
it's
Last
all
night.
right. I got it. I'm here to help you out, man.
I liked that.
Are you a little overwhelmed this morning?
I'm doing my best.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
doing
here
what
for
we can.
you.
Thanks.
I got
Appreciate
you
it.
covered.
I got you.
I got you back.
I got you, too.
All right.
I never leave my wingman.
I appreciate that. That's all we can do.
He's your wingman?
Yeah, I'd never leave him. Can I say just a quick story before we get started?
No, you want to tell us a story? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Bro.
Listen,
I can't believe it.
something just happened this morning.
Let's hear this.
Juan gets to the office yesterday and brings Krispy Kreme donuts, okay? He eats 7 out of the 12. And then this morning...
Now, is that keto friendly? Or?
That's my
fake
point.
news.
Now this morning, we go to Burger King because that's the only thing around here.
Yeah.
And he orders 3 eggs.
That was 2.
Sandwiches.
No bread. Just
No
3 eggs.
You could order just eggs.
Yeah, I didn't think.
It's called dirty,
and 3
dirty
sausages
keto.
with the cheese. You know how hard it was?
This is like after the
7
donuts.
donuts. Yes.
You're worried about the bread on the keto egg.
Yeah.
You got to shave off every little bit amount of carbs you can. So.
Yeah. 7
Bro,
donuts.
you ate 7 Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yes.
Absolutely
He said
not.
they were hot. Yes, you Juan, don't lie on the radio.
Are you lying?
Yes, you did.
I did not. I didn't even touch them.
6.5.
You didn't. Oh, now I know you're full of shit.
I took a bite.
See, the truth is like coming out slowly.
The day before he has 7 donuts, and today it really matters whether he has the bread with the sausage.
Donut.
Oh wow, you got some
guy's
sound
on
bites,
point.
man.
Yeah.
Seriously, never even heard that one. You guys had an event last. Well, I see you came with a full bar this morning.
Yes. The last time I don't know if it was the last time, but one of the times I was here, the actual guys that
I'm gonna span on the liquor.
this stuff is like amazing. Remember when that guy came?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
Gary Bigger.
Yes, this stuff is. Let me tell you something. You guys out there, I'm not a Bloody Mary guy, but we tried it with this stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. So I was like, every time I get on a show, it's become like a tradition now. We can't break a ritual, so we get a few cocktails in.
Well, you did buy the glassware and leave it here, so...
This is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, was that the glassware you bought last
Yes.
time?
The first time on the show, I wanted to do something special for you guys, so I got the rocks glasses.
Nice.
And we've always, actually, every time I've been on here, we've used them so far. So let's keep that tradition going.
Absolutely.
I wasn't
start.
sure I was going to make the show. I was locked at the gate, couldn't get me in. How is it after like a year almost, you still don't know how to open the gate?
Because I was pushing the wrong button.
There's an arrow, from what I understand, that points to the right button.
Yeah, no one has ever showed me where the button was, and I thought, oh, it's this button from what I've been using for when I used to work here many years ago. But no, it's a totally different button.
I'm like, I'm going to be doing the show from the gate. I was there. Nobody can get me in.
You used to work here years ago, you say?
Oh, yeah.
What station was it?
Oh, like usually like here, there, all over the place,
Oh, wow.
all four. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Don't work in radio. It's not you're going to lose your shirt.
My mother told me I had a face for radio.
Yeah. Absolutely. She was dead on. So you guys had an event last night?
Yeah, we did.
How was it?
It was great. It was
Yeah.
packed. I mean,
First
a lot
Friday.
of people.
It was packed. It was
First Friday.
amazing.
And by the way, that food truck,
Sells out every night.
amazing though.
Every night.
You know I'm a foodie. I tried a little bit of everything. It was spot on, man. Very
That
good.
fried shrimp was fire.
The fried shrimp was good. Everything.
Oh, you ate fried shrimp on top of the
Yeah, I had
seven crispy.
double donuts.
You had fried
I
shrimp
had one
on
shrimp.
top of the Krispy
Yeah.
I
Kreme
kid you not,
donuts.
one shrimp.
Yeah, it was,
You
it was
know how
fire.
keto works, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. It's like I had one donut.
He's got
I had
selective
one
keto.
shrimp.
Selective keto.
Well, my favorite was his post of him and Bill Ives, like a year before, like in Vegas.
Yes.
They went somewhere and they have a weigh-in. They show the number, and like Bill Ives looked like he lost like a good amount of weight. Like he transformed. He looked like he was 10 pounds heavier in the second photo, and he's all proud of himself. Like I didn't get it.
He says it's the hair.
The numbers don't lie. It was like 80 pounds different.
Yeah. I didn't see it between those two pictures.
Great turnout, Abe. It was a lot of people there. And it was great. It was
Amazing.
great. Yeah, and they had a bunch of couple baseball games, playoff games, there was a football game on, and the music.
You're a big
DJ.
baseball. Oh, you're a big
Yeah,
sports guy in
yeah.
general.
Yeah.
We talked about this yesterday. Juan insulted me.
What did he say? I don't remember.
He knows what he said.
Did he insult the Chicago?
No, what happened? What happened was you guys on Facebook saw that Abe was playing soccer with his son, and the guys got moves. I was like, wow, I was impressed. I was like, wow, I was impressive.
Why were you impressed? Educate us.
Right, that's why I told him to go fuck himself.
Because Abe is a man.
wow.
He's a big guy. He
Abe
got
is a
moves,
man
yeah,
of big
yeah.
stature. I would never say big guy. I would say a man of big stature. And to be so nimble was pretty impressive.
How do you think I caught my wife?
Oh, very good.
I'd be quick on my feet.
Great. Yeah. It was,
Way to kick it in, Pele!
we had a great time.
Wow.
It was,
Who doesn't love a good Pele reference?
Absolutely.
You know what's sad is how many people out there don't know who he is.
it's not this country's not, we call it soccer over here. And,
Who were we talking to yesterday? One of my employees who didn't know the reference to Saturday Night Fever.
Oh my God.
Wasn't that Italo?
Yeah. I wasn't going to out him on the radio, but go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
fine.
he didn't know the reference. He's a 30-year-old guy. Didn't know what Saturday Night Fever was.
Do you guys remember the joke that Erik gave at the office yesterday with George Burns? How many people do you think know who George Burns was?
I had to actually. I was telling my wife that joke last night because she wasn't there yet when you were telling
right.
her, and I had to actually show her a picture of George Burns.
Wow.
You had to show your wife a picture of George Burns.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've lost the bets I lost to you was that it was I lose a lot of common knowledge bet.
Fubar.
No, there was another one. Was it just a Fubar?
It was football.
Yeah, I mean, I lose a lot of common knowledge bets. I assume things are common knowledge and everybody knows it, and I'm wrong a lot.
It's the age difference, Dave. We think, 'cause
My
we-
wife is not.
generation.
My wife is only like 6-7 years younger than me.
Yeah, but she,
It's. I'm telling you, I make that mistake a lot.
George Burns, I mean, he didn't make any movies or anything like that.
What do you mean he didn't make any
Oh
movies?
God!
God, yeah.
Oh God was
One,
a big one.
yeah.
That was like a franchise.
That's
One.
it.
That was like,
But
oh
I
God,
mean,
book
yeah.
Are
two.
you drinking this morning?
Oh, God, big
What?
three.
Does
Wow.
a beer
I mean,
poop in the
you
woods?
normally don't drink
Now
mixed
that
drinks.
calls for a beer.
Well, I mean,
Cheers.
do what you have to.
Cheers. Thank you for
Prost,
having us on the
gentlemen.
show.
Absolutely.
Love
Thank
you
you
guys.
for.
Well, we just invited you to make the cocktails.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing ice and making sure there was
Bourbon
ice.
one. Is that maple? Is that bourbon?
It is sick. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's maple bacon
Yes.
bourbon.
Absolutely.
Put the whole bottle on mine.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Maybe I'll take it. It's a strong. I'll take it.
Dude, this is for real. Oh, you didn't stir it. Oh, you didn't stir it or some
Juan,
stuff.
listen, Juan's like, oh, that was my drink.
Well, no, I mean, the crazy thing, Juan shows up yesterday. He's telling me, yeah, I'm driving
Didn't
Eric
stir
around
it.
all weekend.
No, actually, I'm driving him.
That's what I thought.
It's like drinking breakfast, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's so yummy.
Literally, it's like drinking
It's
breakfast.
good. It really
I feel
is.
like I'm having pancakes
I actually
and bacon.
feel I'm good now. Like, just give me the bolt I needed.
He can eat 7 donuts again now. He's good.
So I actually rented a nice Cadillac for him because I was like, I'm gonna drive this guy around. I can't drive around in a Ford Fusion.
Like if I give a shit, what?
No, you're Erik Espinosa. You gotta, you gotta treat
Listen,
you with some
I can care
respect.
less what we. It doesn't matter.
I put some respect on your name,
Just give me good food, good entertainment, and I'm good.
But here's the story: is he didn't let me drive. He goes, bro, you drink too much. You're not driving. So he has not let me.
I wouldn't let him drive either.
That's kidding me, bro.
Hell no.
There's no way he's driving me around.
Hell no.
There's no way he's driving me around.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you drive.
Just
either.
one drink. Just everybody's last night.
For law enforcement, ex-law enforcement, I figured you'd be a little more sensitive to not driving while drinking.
I don't do that at all.
Can I say the
wait till I
story?
sober
Can I
up.
say the story? Are you
Yes, yeah. I'm giving
No,
you
but I don't want to mess up his pension.
I'm already.
If it hasn't messed up yet, I think it's gonna be okay.
I could go to jail and still get my pension. We all good.
Really?
Oh,
You
really?
good?
Tell away, yeah.
Oh wow.
So listen,
Wait, that pension homesteaded?
we're up in Pennsylvania, and we're doing an event, and Juan goes, Erik, come on, one drink, because it always starts with one drink.
Of course.
One drink. All right, Juan, listen, let's do it. Let's get a shot. What do you want? Whatever. Vodka shot. We get a shot. Boom. 10 minutes later, another round. Come on, another round. Juan, I'm not a big drinker, but come on, one more. I said, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Boom, another shot. Another 10 minutes come by. Now I'm starting to feel good, fuck it.
You open the floodgates, absolutely.
Third shot,
Break the seal.
fourth shot, fifth shot in about an hour and a half. And then when he's ready, all right, the last one. I promise you, this is the last one.
I don't even remember this.
And I said, Juan, I don't.
That's how bad it
Juan,
is.
I don't. All right, this is it for me too, Juan. Takes the shot. Says, all right, I love you, bro. I got to go to work.
True story, bro. Now I remember that. Yes.
You got to go to work. He's a cop, bro.
A lot of Tic Tacs that day.
Holy cow.
This is Scott on a true story, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
It starts with one shot,
Yes. That is a good story. True story, yes.
I hope you found a place to park and just passed out for a little bit.
I don't think he ever did anything.
I made sure I didn't.
It's hard to stop drinking it, isn't it?
It is. It's like once you
I'm
start.
telling you, man.
He robbed the state of New York.
The funny thing is, I actually don't like Bloody Marys, and for the first time that guy brought it in, that one time I was on the show, I was just impressed.
You already drank
yummy
yours,
it is.
It was good.
It is good. It goes down.
Oh, we're gonna have fun today, and you're cooking me lunch today.
Yeah.
You know, Alex self-invited him.
Well, I
He
kinda,
self-invited himself. He texted me last night. He goes, I heard a rumor. I'm like, okay, what? He goes, I heard somebody's cooking lunch at your house. I said, are you fishing for an invite? He's like, of course. So
he asked me what was it doing. I said, look, it ain't my house. I would never invite anybody, but I'm gonna cook at Abe's. I'm gonna cook. Yeah, I'm gonna cook at Abe's. So
Oh wait, is this based on the recipe?
Philomena's,
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so for our listeners,
That was the name. So
when
I
I
was
opened
asking
up,
you.
When I opened up West Palm Beach,
Yes.
not West Palm Beach,
Pompano.
When I opened up Pompano Beach, I used to work that store, especially the first year, like every Tuesday. And we would meet for lunch at this restaurant called Philomena's. There was literally like a 70-year-old woman at 12 tables maybe inside?
No.
Not even.
6.
Maybe 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
8 tables inside that all said reserved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? It would be empty, but every table said reserved, right? You'd go in there, and if she let you sit down, they'd make you lunch. A dude that looked like Vin Diesel worked the kitchen that was probably 4x4. I'm not
Biggest
kidding.
neck on this guy
Okay?
ever.
Looked like Vin Diesel.
Luigi.
Is that his name, Luigi?
Yeah, Luigi.
Worked the kitchen, right? And she would be the type of woman, like if I got a call and I went outside to use the phone, she would, and they served the food, she would come outside, the fucking food is done, get off the fucking phone and get in here.
Yeah.
That's how she
true.
was.
Yeah.
If it was your birthday and she knew it, she'd make you a pie. Yeah, homemade pie. But like she made this penny alla vodka, and Erik described it to me when he first told me about this restaurant. He said it's crack. It's white man's crack, and it is. It's literally the best penny alla vodka ever.
So you're saying even me being on keto, I should have at least a bowl later on?
Oh, you're gonna eat more than a bowl, guaranteed.
Oh.
Oh, you bringing him?
What am I gonna do with it, bro?
Unless I wait outside.
What do you want me to do? Drop him off at Krispy Kreme?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But literally, we would go there every Tuesday. We would have lunch there, and then we'd go back to the shop. I'd work a little bit, and then we'd play cards till about 12 o'clock at night, 12:30. So this place, all of a sudden, overnight, like nothing happens. It closes down. It's gone. Our every Tuesday lunch is gone. And we searched forever to find out if she reopened, where this cook went. So Erik finally finds where this cook is and tell the story how you got the recipe.
So I find the cook, and
How did you find the cook? In the street?
no, just asking around.
Gotcha.
And then he went to another place in Pompano. And then he didn't last there.
But you
about
asked him
2 months.
before, and he wouldn't give you the recipe.
He would not give me
Right.
the recipe, and she wouldn't give me the recipe.
Wow.
This is a lady who.
Do you think she knew it?
Well, it was her, she didn't cook it.
That's
I mean,
what
he
I'm saying.
did.
Do you
Yeah,
think she even knew?
I don't know. I'm
Probably
sure she
not.
had a little.
I mean,
old
you know
book.
he knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was cooking it.
So I called him about 2 months ago, and I told him, Luigi, Erik with the cigars. He goes, "Hey, Erik, how you doing?" I said, "You remember Peter that used to bring you cigars and give you cigars all the time?" Now there's no Peter. You know what I mean?
That's great.
I just made this shit up. You know?
That's great.
I was craving this. You know
That's
how?
awesome.
Yeah,
so
she closed down, what has it got me now, 4 or 5 years?
yeah, at least.
Yeah, so we haven't had
Oh,
this
yeah.
dish in like 5 years plus.
So I tell him, "You remember Peter that used to go with me to the restaurant and give you cigars and all that?" He goes, "Yeah. It's bullshit. And I said, "Dude, this guy, he's got like 2 weeks to live."
Oh, my God.
And I asked him, what I can do for him, and he said,
On his deathbed, what can I do?
On his deathbed.
I just want, this Filomena's penny olive.
Wow.
So I told Luigi, you have 2 options, bro. I need a solid. Either you come to my house and cook this, or you give me the recipe, He says, "All right, bro, fuck it. I'll give you the recipe."
So he starts texting me pictures. I got it, bro. I got it. I got it.
Please tell me you can give this to me.
No.
Let's see how the show goes. I'm gonna make it. Well, I can't invite you. It's not my house. So.
He wouldn't come anyway. Would you come if I invited you? See? Told you. He's weird, dude.
He's
a
got to go
weird
to the
guy.
Apple store today.
He's got nothing today. He's just antisocial.
Is it?
Look, he
He's
doesn't know what
all
to
right.
say. He's awkward. He's in an awkward moment. This is
Shocked,
Adam,
I tell you.
Yeah, this is an Adam Brewmeister awkward moment right now. Look, he's thinking, what
Doesn't
can
answer.
I
But
say
it's
that's cute?
penne alla vodka.
Funny.
He's the thinking.
Weird
I'll
dude.
get you the recipe.
Okay.
Weird dude.
got
Now, you gave him
Now I'm definitely
you
not
let him
coming.
I let him out. I let
You
him
let
off
him
the
out.
hook.
You
I
gave
let him
him
off the
out.
hook. He's my boy. My boy.
Appreciate
Blue.
it. But
Yeah. So that's what's on the menu for lunch.
Yep, we're excited.
how can you not? This is going to be the first time you've made it? Or?
No. I've made it
He's been texting me
They're
pictures like
almost-
every other day.
almost every
Hey,
day.
look what I'm eating. I got video of
I make the. I tell you what, I made it in Philly the other day for Vito from the Sopranos. Joe
Oh, you still
Ganiscola.
see him? Joe Ganiscola?
Yeah. He lives in New York. And he went down to that Twin Smoke Shop. You were there.
Rinzuli's.
And
store.
Rinzuli's place. Yeah, but the ingredients you get in South Philly, Italian,
different level.
it's a different level than here. I mean,
Absolutely.
listen, it's the prosciutto. Everyone says, "Oh, the Parma, the Parma's garbage."
I like San Danielle.
That's okay. I mean, it's good, but they do it right over there. The bread, I mean, that ciabatta bread over there, it's out of this world. The cheeses, everything you get down there is. I mean, the bread lasts about 4 hours.
This
5
segment
hours.
brought to you courtesy of the Food Network.
So I did it over there, and he texted me the next day. He said, "No joke, bro. One of the best I've ever had in my life."
Wow.
Well, before I forget, because I keep forgetting every show, I need to thank a couple people for a couple things. First off, I want to thank Luis Cuevas. He was on the show last week. He sent me a beautiful box of cigars.
Good guy.
Really nice guy,
Yeah.
actually. It's the
Runs
first
a
time I
lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. He's
That's
a runner,
what I
yeah. Yeah, you should run with him.
I'm going to run to go get some cigars.
He's gonna run a Krispy Kreme.
But he really he came on the show last week. We had a really nice show, and he sent me a box of his cigars with my name like embossed in the top,
That's
in
impressive.
gold foil. So that was a very nice gift. And I've been wanting to post a picture of it. We showed it on video, but of the awesome Las Seis Provincias box that you guys made for us with our smoking logo on it that
Nice.
your son bought for the show. I'm going to post it up later today. But
And
two
that
nice
came out
gifts.
really well.
Came out very nice. I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to smoke it. I don't want to put it nowhere. It's like.
Do what you do best, bro. Sell it.
I know. It is. It is.
Nobody's gonna know. Hey, just tell a guy, hey, don't post it, bro. Eric gave it to me.
I'm not too much of a sentimental guy,
Yeah.
but when you charge me, then I ain't got no problems. But he didn't charge me. It was like a story. Well, I got a prototype from a manufacturer. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I got a prototype once, and they sent me, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was signed, everything, and it was new packaging. And I called the manufacturer up, and I said, "Hey, Don't mention any names.
I'm not. I
'cause you
won't.
probably don't know
I
who
would.
this
I
is.
know. I already know
Oh,
who it
yeah.
is, and I won't
Yeah.
mention.
So I got the boxes and it was signed. It was gorgeous. So we're thinking about changing this packaging count. What did you think? I said, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous, right? I think it's a great idea. So we get off the phone. I take these 2 boxes that nobody in the country's got yet. I put them in my personal locker. I said, I'm going to see these. They're awesome. 5 days later, I got a bill. Took them right out and sold them the next day.
What? That's bananas.
Sold them the next day.
What?
Put them out for sale. Sold them. It was done.
Those protocol boys are ruthless. Huh?
Ruthless. Ruthless.
And speaking about ruthless, I had lunch with Eric Jr. yesterday, and he told me that I've been in the show twice, and I've never mentioned his name, so I couldn't, think maybe I did or not, but just in case, Eric Jr., I love you. Tremendous human being. There's your plug. You never said it.
He is. I love that kid.
No, that kid is awesome.
You guys don't love him more than me,
Bro, you did a good job on that, on that guy.
Listen,
He's an amazing human being.
Eric Espinosa we're not just business guys. We're very, very close friends. We've been to each other's houses.
Junior almost burned his eyebrows off at your house.
No, Marvin
That was Marvin Samuel.
I said at your house.
Yeah, he almost blew up his son one
Yeah.
day.
Wow.
You never heard the story?
No, I have not.
True story. I got him, Marvin, his son was there, a couple other guys. My wife was out of town at the time, and we're just going to barbecue some steaks and play some poker or whatnot. And I got a gas grill outside, and I see Marvin and Eric's son out there with the grill. And his son, he wasn't that old at the time, maybe, 15, 16?
Oh, my
if
God.
that.
Right?
Yeah.
So I go to Eric, and literally, him and I are in the kitchen, we're looking out on my patio. I said, Eric, bro, do you want your son out there with Marvin with a gas grill? And Eric literally turns around and goes, bro, my son's a professional. He knows how to handle the grill. I said, I'm not talking about your son. I'm talking about Marvin. He said, no, he's got it. Not 5 minutes later, not even maybe 2 minutes, all we hear is a scream, no! Boom!
Oh, my God.
I mean, like
Yeah.
a deep boom, man.
He was cleaning it, and Marvin pressed the button.
I guess he
to
had the
ignite
gas
it.
is all blank, and
Yeah.
whatever, and it just, eyebrows were singed.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm looking at Eric. I told you, bro.
Wow.
It's like if anything bad could happen around Marvin, it will.
It does.
Holy
Yeah.
If it was raining vagina, a penis would hit him in the head.
Seriously. Not even a lie. Not even a lie.
He's a good friend of mine, brother.
I'm going to steal that and use it. I don't know when in life I'm going to use it, but I'm going to use it.
Oddly enough, you have more of an opportunity to use that expression than you'd believe.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I've never heard of it,
Yeah.
but that was amazing.
But yeah, I've known Eric literally since he pretty much we
started together.
Well, I got on the retail side of it. I was
Yeah.
doing wholesale in Chicago, but yeah, I moved down here and Eric had just left UPS at the
Yeah,
time and was working for Kareem.
you started in 97, 96.
I
98.
moved here in Florida in '98.
98,
I started
yeah.
selling cigars in Chicago before I moved here in
Right.
'96. So yeah, I mean literally, and Eric had just left UPS,
Yeah.
and it was working at Kareem Imported Cigars, which was the original Camacho.
Right.
We both had one of the same mentors, Sal Fontana, who I think
Yeah.
about all the time.
Me, so do I.
really
So
do.
do I, yeah.
And we've known each other for over 20 years. I've been to his wedding. He's been to my wedding. Yeah, we're very, very close. So, but I'd rather work with your son.
And now you know.
He's better than I am.
He's more
He
on
is.
the ball.
He's more of a businessman
yes,
than I am. Yeah.
yes. Eric
you,
Jr.
You know, it's funny. I tell
If
everybody.
it's a business move, I'd rather work with Eric Jr.
Dude, it's normally the other way around. I'm 52. He's 27, and he's got to stop me. For coming up with some of these weird names and all that. I remember the other day. It's business. I'm a business guy, and when these 6 Province came out, the boxes were just, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. They said
Right.
the sample. The best things coming out of Nicaragua, they're called samples. They send you the sample. The box is beautiful, and they didn't do the right thing. But I told him, listen, let's tighten them up a little bit and send them out. He wouldn't do it. He says, no, I'm not doing it.
No,
I worked hard on this project.
He,
and
without a doubt, has the better business acumen of the two of you.
Yes, he does.
I mean,
Yeah.
Eric and I are working. Eric Jr. and I worked on one of our microblinds, the Bunker Buster, which ended up being way more of a complex project than he anticipated because we started developing the ideas for the packaging
Right.
in my office, and it got very intricate. But it came out. It's literally probably the 601 Bunker Buster food bar is probably one of my favorite packaging of any of the projects I've been involved with. I mean, it's just stellar. I just love the concept. The art came out great. It's a beautiful piece of art. But Eric made it happen, and we were in crunch time. I started working with this Eric for a project that's going to, hopefully, if it comes out next January, right? I started talking to him in February
It's
of
tough,
this
though.
year.
It's tough to make it.
Dude,
I'm doing. I'm not going to
no.
mention it, but I'm doing the
You
most.
say I'm going to
making
go
the
work
most.
on it, and then you forget about it for 2 months.
Well, that's probably true.
Yeah, and then we've been working from almost 12 months, and we may not hit the target date of getting it ready for January.
Disappointed!
Yes. I told him I should have been working with Eric Jr. We'd be done with it already. So, that's truth there.
If only there was not truth in all the things that are said.
True that.
So interesting. But all right, we're going to take a short little break. When we come back, we're going to have more with Eric and Juan right here on KMA Talk Radio. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Experience the new Henry Clay Warhawk, a robust and complex cigar that's inspired by the rebellious roots of Henry Clay. The first of a 3-part series honoring the life of the great statesman, this cigar is made with the best tobaccos grown and hand-rolled by the Grupo de Maestros at La Flor de Copan in Honduras. And it's not your typical Connecticut. This is a Henry Clay. Stand up, be different, and smoke a Warhawk. Surgeon General warning, cigar smoking can cause cancer to the mouth and throat even if you do not inhale.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. Smoking a cigar is all part of the experience. For me, there's nothing better than gathering with friends after an amazing steak dinner and smoking my GC Signature Series paired with a fine glass of scotch. Good conversation and a few laughs is always better when smoking Christoph. Start enriching your downtime. Go to Christoph.com and click on the Discover Your Christoph tab to find the Christoph cigars that are right for you. Upgrade your downtime with Christoph.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most cherished 12-year-old fillers, binders, and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for an additional 2 years, these exquisite Nicaraguan tobaccos are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro, available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide, the Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have for every cigar enthusiast.
Hey, this is Clay from La Plena Cigar Company. My likes and dislikes: long walks in the park, old school gangster films, wrestling grizzly bears with Abe. Dislikes: smelly feet, flight attendants with an attitude, and Friday afternoon traffic. What I know you will like is the La Plena family of fine cigars, such as Mr. Sam, Bronze Label, and our highly rated Classic Series. But let's not forget the limited edition Goldie. Quality forever. La Plena Cigars.
Plasencia Cigars has been one of the world's leading growers of first-class tobacco since 1865. Today, Nestor Plasencia Sr., together with the 5th generation of the Plasencia family, continue the legacy. With over 3,000 acres of quality tobacco fields, they are makers of quality cigars, including Alma Fuerte, ranked among the top 10 cigars in major publications. Find them in your local premium tobacconist stores around the country. Plasencia Cigars, perfected for more than 150 years. Yours to enjoy now.
Looking for something unique and awesome? Smoke Oscar Valderas cigars. 2012 Connecticut, 2012 Corojo, 2012 Maduro, the Oscar Habano, the Oscar Maduro, My Way, and our latest creation, Oscar Valderas Cicerone Edition. A great cigar that comes in 5 different collectible boxes with an amazing exclusive artwork. Remember, Oscar has something unique and awesome waiting for you. Ask for Oscar Cigars in your favorite cigar shop.
Keep the party going all week long at the world-famous Spearmint Rhino, West Palm Beach. Every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, enjoy $3 premium drinks from the bar till midnight. Magnum Mondays means $100 magnums of Belvedere and Moët Brut until midnight. Get your thrills every $10 Tuesday with $10 dances all day and night. Ladies, don't miss Women Crush Wednesdays with half off your cover charge. No matter the time of day, it's always a good time at Spearmint Rhino, West Palm Beach.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too!
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live here in lovely West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, the man, the myth, Mr. Honest Abe.
Honestly, a more timid start to the show than I anticipated this morning.
Yeah, I mean, did these guys have too big a night last night?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit more crazy out of the gate. Very timid. You guys are very professional and calm today.
I just started drinking. Give me a few minutes. I'm on my third Bloody Mary.
I thought it went well.
No, we didn't say it didn't go well. It's just,
I'm alive.
We only got probably about 20% of the bros I thought we were going to get. I got like 1/10 of the stories I thought we'd get in the first 30 minutes.
Disappointed!
Been very reserved this morning. Did you take a Valium again?
I never know.
Only
the first time.
He took a Xanax the first time he came on the show.
I would love to hear the story of why you took it and
he
what
was
happened
nervous.
afterwards.
He called me up like 2 days before. Bro, how does this radio thing work?
Yeah.
It's
the first time.
He was talking in the room. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. I think I'm going to take a Xanax. You don't need a Xanax. You just talk like you talk to me in my office. He took a Xanax before the show.
Wow.
He was that nervous.
And also, that was the second KMA Talk Radio show ever.
Yeah, you are our second guest ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Who was the first?
Jim Colucci.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's interesting because...
And for those of you playing at home, that's trivia point bingo.
Right.
For those of you going diagonally.
It's interesting because we get a lot of people who will have... I meet with people in my office, we talk, we smoke, and we have great conversations. I'm like, I'm going to get this guy in the show.
You have a great open door policy in your office. Like we were there yesterday. People just knocking in. Hey, guys, I was pretty impressed.
I'm very integral to the day-to-day operations, so people got to come in and check with me regularly.
No, but it was like regular guys, like,
That wasn't a regular guy. No, normally if the door is open...
Well, Frank walked in. Like,
if the door is open, guys will come in.
Yeah, guys that offer you bands.
Yeah, but that guy was looking for a job for us and whatever. But and my assistant had already been gone for the day because normally she would field all that, right? So when the doors close, it's a little different. They'll call the guys at the desk will call Marissa and say, "Hey, there's somebody here to see Abe," whatever. But I like an open door policy.
That's pretty amazing.
I never really sat in an office. Here's the truth, and Erik will verify. I never sat in an office till, 5 years ago, maybe?
2014.
Yeah, 5 years ago. I called it on the nose. Yeah. Because I always liked working out where the people were. The office that I sit on, somebody that worked for me used to have that office.
That was Ronnie's, wasn't it?
It was Michael's.
Oh, that was Michael.
Remember Michael?
Yeah, sure.
So that was his office. I always worked on the floor because I liked seeing and watching everything. But then it just got so crazy, I could never get work done because everybody everybody would come and sit next to me and talk to me and entertain. And so, I eventually literally had to move into an office just so I can try to get some work done during the day.
Do you pack, Abe?
Gun?
Yeah.
There's one right below my desk.
You got to have one.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard some of those meetings.
No. Stop spreading the lies. It's funny because we mentioned it yesterday. We were talking. It's like, oh, they're afraid of you. What are they afraid of? I can't remember what we were talking about.
Some people are.
But that comment,
I hear it all the time?
That comment comes all the time, and I don't
1,000%. As a matter of fact, I was hanging.
But here, listen. You and I have a new relationship. It's less than a year old.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely, 1,000%.
I don't understand that concept.
I'm going to explain it to you. It doesn't work with me because we're a different level.
What are they afraid? Like this guy's literally afraid. Like he's like it's like shaking in my office the first couple of meetings.
Wow.
And I think I'm the most down to earth. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have the wrong self.
No, you speak your mind.
But I speak my mind. Sure. To be honest.
Right.
But I think I'm the most down to earth, level headed guy. I don't know why everybody freaks out.
I'm telling you, I hear it all the time.
Explain it to me because I don't get it.
I hear it all the time.
You said you're going to explain it to me.
Yeah. Well, listen. Some of the times you yell a lot. You do. You're a big guy. Some of these guys are.
It's the deep voice I think scares people.
Some of these guys are light in the loafers.
This guy had very little interaction
One doesn't
with me.
care. One doesn't care.
No. Actually, when it comes to him,
he was petrified in my office.
Well, I don't know what's petrified.
You were
the first time.
I think Junior even said it too.
Told me. Yeah, you're like
Junior even admits it too.
You had that situation with Vinny. Bro, I didn't know what the right thing to do was. I was like, dude, just call me. What's the problem? I don't understand why you so. You don't want to admit it. Look, he's going.
Stop whining.
I don't know why, because I consider myself.
When I hear people say that you're intimidating.
Yes, you are intimidating.
Now, I want you to understand, I always defend you. Honest to God. Seriously, honest to God. Honest to God.
I don't know why. I don't really think I'm intimidating. I just think people don't like hearing the truth because I'm straight. Like
you feel good. You feel good when I said that you intimidate people. Tell me the truth.
No, I don't. Listen to me. there's times where you want to be intimidating.
Of course.
And
I'm the same way. People tell
right.
me the same.
And I could pull that. But there's a difference, dude. You look like you're gonna kill somebody in every Facebook photo.
Well,
you have like a law. You refuse to smile.
I do.
Every one of my Facebook photos, I'm smiling. I'm laughing. I don't know where I get that perception. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times you want to be intimidating, but I don't need to pull that often. But I get a lot of guys who come to me and say, "Man, I was nervous about it. I don't know why."
Like I said,
because the difference is, I'm sorry, Juan. Business is business, and that's what a lot of people don't know how to differentiate.
But I do that.
Of course, but you've always done the right thing. At least by me. I can't answer for anybody else, but at least by me since day one. And I tell everybody this story when, I was a rep that, you came to me one time and you asked me that you wanted a discount. You were doing good with the brands without mentioning any brands and And I said, hey, I have no problem giving you the discount, but we got to, I'll talk to the company, I want you to make a better percentage, but we got to at least double the sales like that for me to break even. And breaking even, I'm okay. Why? Because it helps my my numbers. Sure, you know what I mean. And always, you've never gone behind my back like some others, without mentioning names. Never gone behind my back. Always done the right thing, But what I hear out there is that you're a little intimidating.
That's
for some of them. Yeah.
I also want to say I think your size intimidates people. Like I know I was a cop for 20 years. If I have to interact with you, the first thing I want to do is look at your hands. Look at them. They look like big watermelons. Imagine if you had to put cuffs on those fucking things. You gotta, just take a fucking chain and wrap it around your body, and maybe get a padlock on there.
I got a question.
About it.
Forget about it. It's funny you brought that up because I have a question.
Go ahead.
Right? And I got a feeling it's going to be a long show. We haven't even started delving into cigars yet. But I've always had a question because, knock on wood, even though I probably deserved to a few times, I've never been arrested, although I have been in the back of a police officer's car. What do they do with guys who can't get their hands behind their backs to get cuffed?
They usually get 2 cuffs and put them together.
Okay, so they would do that.
1,000%.
Yeah. I can get my hands behind my back.
But look at your wrist.
I don't think
a human being cuff. You need an elephant cuff for you.
Wait, would cuffs reach?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. You
That's
need 2.
as close as I can get my 2 hands behind my back.
You want to know one of the reasons
why? So you
why?
guys would be that considerate that
1,000%.
you would
can't.
use 2 cuffs.
You can't.
Well, you could. Listen, you could forcibly, but you'd tear my shoulders out of my sockets.
And then you'd sue the job and you lose it. But in reality, I'm going to tell you why you've never got arrested, because the cop will look at you like, I don't want to fuck with this. Just let him go. All right, get out of here, kid.
Let's go have a shot. You know what? Let's go to the bar. Let's go have a shot.
That's the reason. I'm telling you, every cop that's ever dealt with you is like, if I had a roll with this kid, would I win? No. Get out of here.
All right. I've honestly thought about that because I've seen people get arrested and I see them cuffed. I'm like, dude, I don't think I could get cuffed like that if they tried to cuff me.
We're in New York City one day with a good friend of mine, mayor of the town.
Oh, Lord. You can tell the story.
There's about 5 guys.
You gotta love a story where he needs permission. You can tell the story.
You can tell the story now.
No, we're at the Grand Havana room. We're hanging out. Giuliani was there. He came down to my warehouse, and a couple weeks later, he invited us to the Grand Havana room, and we show up. And
he likes that place.
Yeah. So, we're there, and whatever. He's got to go, and we wanted to go eat Chinese food. So I called Juan. Juan, where you at? Juan knew we were there, and Juan says, I'm on my way to pick you guys up. I said, all right, cool. I think we were 4 or 5 guys, don't remember. And Juan shows up in the police car. Okay? And he says, all right, you guys sit in the back. Abe, I promise you,
that's my husband.
In New York, the New York, the cop cars over there, there's got to be less than 10 inches.
I've been in the back.
Leg
no matter where they
So
are.
what happens is you have the cage, right? So the cage takes X amount of space away from the legroom, so there's 0 legroom.
There's 0 legroom, but I don't fit back there. My legs don't fit down there. I don't know how they do it. You got to sit Indian style or something like that?
Yeah,
I have no idea what they do. Yeah.
Against the door.
I really hope I never end up in the
So
back
he
of a police
stops. So we're going to Chinatown, and he stops.
No, wait. So I open up the door. I'm like, guys, get in the back. And you look back there. He goes, I'm not getting back there, bro.
No, we didn't fit.
Forget about it.
So he stops the next car in the middle of the road. Okay. This is a true story. Okay. And it was an SUV with Chinese guy, Asian guy.
He an Uber driver.
And he says, this is police.
This is the Uber. He had an Uber sign on his windshield.
So he pulls us over. He says, I need you to take these guys. Follow me. I'm going to turn my lights on over to Chinatown.
Sir, I'm commandeering your view.
This?
Come again.
So this is some famous people.
I'm gonna assume this is so not like allowed.
Listen,
1,000% not allowed. I can tell the story now because I've signed my paper. I retired. I'm done. It's over.
So the guy is taking it. He with his broken down English. He say you famous people. Who you?
Yes, sir. So
and I told him you
lights
you
and
heard of Brad Pitt?
sirens.
Yeah, there's
Lights and sirens.
every light.
You told him you were Brad Pitt.
Yeah. The hell does he know, bro? What the fuck?
That's funny.
You make a movie? Yeah.
We got from St. Patrick's Cathedral to Chinatown in about 8 minutes.
And how long would that take normally?
About an hour.
Yeah. It was cool though. It was
Talk
fun.
about abuse of power.
Yes. No, it's not abuse. Well,
It-
he's a
that's
friend of mine.
That's total abuse of power.
If I was working and you came, I would do something like that. For
And
you.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, and you'd be talking a story.
I'm telling you, down there, that stuff works. Like those PBA cards and all that. Here it doesn't work. But in New York City, I got pulled over one time in Jersey actually. Jose and I, my rep, around 2:30 in the morning, coming in from Long Island, and the guy pulls us over, and I gave him the card, and he called the guy.
Yeah, those cards don't work down here.
No, down here.
But I'm an honorary deputy sheriff. I got a badge. That works. That works. You didn't know that?
No,
I'll show you my badge.
Come again.
Can I get the story how that happened?
I'm a Glades County honorary deputy sheriff.
How did that happen? Can we go back?
Yeah, I'll tell you during the break.
Okay.
I'll tell you during the break. But I've been one for years. I actually have a law enforcement ID.
That's what Shaquille O'Neal does that, I think.
You know what? You ever watch the show Hot Ones?
No.
I think it was the Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, it was. There's a show called Hot Ones, and I love it. I forget his name, Sean something, but he has 10 super hot wings that go from like a normal level to like 2 million Scoville level, like torture. And he interviews famous people, and it's one question per wing.
Wow.
So, like, I gained so much respect for what's her name?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry was good, but Charlize Theron was even better.
Oh, yeah.
She was great. But Shaquille O'Neal one, I gained so much respect for him after watching that one on Hot. Just go to Facebook and go to Hot Ones. They have all the seasons there.
What do you do? Why do you gain?
Just because you learn about their background. He talks about how he gets pulled over by the cops, and his dad always taught him how to treat police, and he says, yes, sir, no, sir, and he never gives him on. Just how he was raised. I didn't really know him that well as a human being until I watched that show, and I gained a lot more respect for who and what he is. He's a very respectful and thoughtful human being that you don't get from watching on the court or on the movies, But it's a very insightful show. I like it a lot. It's called Hot Ones.
I'll check it out.
That's my Chicago boy. He's a Chicago guy. I think. Yeah.
Is it?
But yeah, it's a very, very cool show. One of the best, funniest episodes. He had Gordon Ramsay on there. Of course, Gordon Ramsay was critiquing the quality of the wings, But that was his goal. His goal was to get Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay, I think, was the first guest on season 8 of the show, and he was trying to get him. And everybody's like, "Oh, you got to get Gordon Ramsay on your show. You got to get Gordon Ramsay on your show." And what actually happened was Gordon Ramsay's kids became fans of the show and told his dad. He told him, "You got to do it, Dad," and he did it. And he came with donuts. Lime juice he was squirting in his mouth because it got so hot. I tell you who I did lose a lot of respect for was DJ Khaled.
Really?
Oh, he was the worst.
I think he would totally be a total wimp at that.
He was such a wuss. He didn't even get past the 4th wing.
I totally believe that 100%.
He got the 4th. I don't need to do this, bro. I don't need to be my manhood. Then why the fuck did you come on the show? Yeah, I mean, you know what the show's about.
Yeah. So you start at wing number 1?
You start at 1.
Right.
He has like 10 different hot sauces, and they show you each hot sauce and the level.
Right.
You start at wing number 1, which is like a chula. Or something you eat every day with a counter. Yeah. And the last one's like 2 million Scoville.
Does anybody get there?
Everybody, every single person, women, man, I've watched has gotten to wing number 10 except DJ Khaled.
Wow.
He got through 4 and then couldn't do it no more.
He
just had a bad attitude about it.
Disappointed!
Yeah, I lost a lot of respect for him after
I totally believe that he would be a pansy at that, just from
ultimate
looking at
pansy.
him. Absolutely.
Ultimate pansy. Yeah. Juan wants to make me another drink.
Yes.
I gotta admit, man, you're very good at patrolling the glasses.
Oh, that people that know me say if I look at glasses.
He didn't skip a beat, dude. I mean, I just finished that glass. What is that, number 4 for me?
Yep.
I'm already getting a buzz, so you may have to
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
control of this interview.
Okay,
and show.
we'll have to do that. Absolutely. We can definitely make sure that happens.
We haven't even done. We're 46 minutes into the show, And
we're halfway hammered already.
Wait, we haven't even done the meet your maker intro yet.
Right. I mean, I'm still showing up to the Welcome to KMA Talk Radio live part. The whole thing. I mean, we can totally play it now if you want to.
Why not?
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell.
It's time to meet your maker.
Just to make Paul happy, I will read the intro he wrote, even though he's not here. Born in Havana, Cuba, and raised in Miami, Erik inherited his passion for cigars from his father. He began working in the cigar industry in 1997 and has been involved in almost every facet of the premium cigar industry. Although not a household name in the industry, Erik is the mastermind of such notable brands as Murcielago, 601, Cubao, La Bomba, just to mention a few. Riding on the success of these highly rated smokes, he now owns a factory in Esteli, Nicaragua called La Zona, where he will continue to release many more outstanding boutique blends to his loyal followers and fans. So, we are always pleased to welcome Mr. Erik Espinosa to KMA Talk Radio.
That was impressive.
Yeah, what am I supposed to say? Thanks for having me. I mean, I've been here for 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for entertaining me and bringing
So,
me talk.
so let's be real now. So we talked about how we met 20 years ago. You were a rep.
Yeah.
When you were a rep back then, did you think you'd be doing what you're doing now?
No.
Was that ever even a thought in your mind
No,
that you were
at
going to
all.
have your own factory, your
No.
own brands?
Was it ever even a dream or
no.
something to shoot for?
I feel it's a dream now. I don't even know sometimes how I got here.
Right, I've been there.
You know, listen, if it was up to me, I would have stayed a broker.
And then hanging out with me for
The
a few
guys
days,
that
like,
make
why
the
did I
most
do it?
money in this industry are brokers.
Are good brokers.
Good brokers.
Absolutely, because they got none of the overhead.
I-
It's all income.
I used to make FU money as a broker. And I tell these guys all over the country, you know, and people say, well, you know, the business has changed, and it has. Most of the successful companies have their own
In-house.
guys.
Well, that's been going on for a decade now. I mean, they've been chopping away at brokers. A lot of companies have been going in-house.
Right.
You know, it's kind of the fate of the broker, unfortunately.
You know, and I got a couple, you know, I have some brokers in the country, and I got some in-house guys, and I tell these guys all the time, I said, listen, man, you know, I've done this. I would never cheat you out of commission. I don't do that because some of these companies used to do it to me, so I would never do that to somebody. But I tell them, you guys have an opportunity to make a lot of money. You know, but a lot of these guys just don't want to work. You know, that's the toughest part of this industry is finding guys out there in the field that wants to work.
So, when can you remember? Because, you know, your first venture into making your own brand, you were still a rep.
Yeah.
You were working as a rep for Rocky, I believe, at the time, yes?
I had like 5 lines.
Okay, the first one I remember was Generation X or something X.
Yeah, that long time ago, yeah.
Right, but
And
that
then-
was while you were still a rep.
Yeah.
Now, was that you alone, or was that with
No,
Eddie?
it was with Eddie.
It was Eddie at the time. So that you guys launched together. You were
Right,
still a rep at the time.
Right.
At that time, were you with Rocky still, or were you moved?
No, I was with Rocky, Drew. I think I had
Right, you were independent.
Yeah.
And you made your own brand, right?
Yeah.
What caused you to finally say what? Because you said it was never in your mind when you first got in the business. What finally turned on the light and said, "I'm going to try this"?
When
who did that to you? Because somebody did it to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always. Somebody puts a thought in your head,
absolutely.
talks you into it, tells you it's a great idea.
No, the complete opposite. The complete opposite happened to me. When I win Salesman of the Year for a guy, you know, for a company. He knows who he is. I win Salesman of the Year, and they have a competition, a contest. You know,
Why?
it was for
Excuse
10
me.
grand.
These drinks keep getting stronger as the show goes on.
You are right, and I do apologize for that.
This is like double the amount of alcohol than the first cocktail you made.
That's what
Go
he
ahead.
does. That's one.
Holy shit.
It is.
So they have a contest that the Salesman of the Year, if you increase business X amount, you know, you get, 10 grand. Nobody wanted that year. The following year, it rolled over, so now it's 20 grand. So I win it. Okay, I get a check for 20 grand, and I
Bonus.
Yes, and I get a pink slip at the same time.
No.
Yes.
Wowzers.
I'm not mentioning.
But you know what's sad is that's common. Because I see it all the time, and this is a mentality I don't understand. And no real manufacturer has explained this to me in a logical business sense. But I see it more often than not, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You get this guy who you hire. He becomes an awesome sales rep. He starts doing some ridiculous numbers that you weren't doing. His check starts getting ridiculously huge because of his ridiculous numbers, and then they cut him.
There's no such thing as an overpaid salesman. Okay.
Because you work on
If he's-
commission.
that is correct.
I understand. Well, listen, come out. There is. Because sometimes you have a salesman that's just in a good area. He doesn't have to do a lot of work and he makes a lot of money. I've had guys, and this is, you and I never had this issue because you've always, when you were a rep, were one of the good reps that I like who worked for my stores and you know, did whatever it took to do stuff. But I had reps, like I've called the owner and I said, hey, listen, are you hiring? And they look at me and they said, what do you mean are you hiring? I said, I want to know if you're hiring, if you have any available positions. Well, for who? Well, for me. Well, what do you mean for you? I said, well, I've always dreamed about having a job where a paycheck comes every week, no matter what, even when I do absolutely jack shit every week. Because that's what that's a job my rep has, right? So there are some, but you're right. But more often than not, and this is what I see is, I'm not talking about those situations. I'm talking about where a guy gets hired new, the numbers were already known what it is. He doubles, he triples the numbers. He's doing some great work, which means the manufacturer's making more money.
Correct. Absolutely.
Now, what happens when that happens is now the manufacturer's paying that rep a substantial more check than he was paying the rep.
You could go get a in-house guy now.
And they cut them.
Yeah.
I never understand the logic. I guess they feel that the accounts will stay the same. They get a new guy.
And sometimes they better be careful what they wish for because then it comes, crumbling down. That's what I used to do. Like, I never got fired for not doing my job.
Right.
I always got
fired
for
doing really good.
For doing really good. Unfortunately,
that's
It's a weird
because it's not like
I have yet to sit with
paying him what he deserves because if he's picked it up 20,
he's making money on commission.
Off of the commission.
He's making money on commission.
So,
but this is why I do have. But this is also why I do have a problem with some reps, right? Because I slave every day. I'm up every day at 6:00. I seldom sleep before 2:30 in the morning. I work my store. There are guys in this industry that, God bless them. I'm amazed that they are able to function, but they are traveling every other month, doing stuff. Eric knows me, man. I don't even go to trade shows, more or less travel, right? I work my stores, right? And if a rep doesn't do squat for me and he gets to make a living on my hard work, because that's what it is. It's my hard work. My hard work is selling the stuff I'm doing, and you don't do nothing for me. You don't return my call when I call you one time. You don't want to come do my stores. You want to come clean your shelf area. You don't do nothing, but you're making a good living off my back. I have a problem, right? So I never had that problem with Eric when he was one of our reps because he was always the man and did what he had to do. So it does happen, but he's right. Unfortunately, these reps who go out and they do great work, they are always getting fired, and not one manufacturer's ever explained that reasoning to me.
Listen, let's do numbers. I mean, you're paying the guy 10%, and you give him $1,000, he sold $10,000 for you. Now the check starts getting big.
Yeah,
you give him $5,000, he sold $50,000. You give him $10,000, he sold $100,000. You're making more money.
I get it.
And he's entitled to make more money because
he's hustling.
He's hustling.
Yeah.
And guys, listen, I've been doing this for a long time. I know what's what. When you got a rep that asks you for samples, and I'm going to throw this out there just to let them know. And they want specific sizes.
That's for them.
They're selling it. They're selling it.
I won't mention any names, but I know reps that literally sold product. I could honestly say, on my 4 children, I've never bought product from a rep. But I knew one time because one of my competitors has a size that wasn't shipped. And I called the manufacturer. I'm like, how did they get product before I did? Right? I mean, and the booth, they're telling me that product's not going to ship for another 2 weeks. My competitors got it on their shelf. It was a brand new cigar. I won't mention the company or anything. Well, they said, well, we gave everyone, it was a 50-count box. Right. We gave every one of our reps one box.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's how that box ended up on the shelf of that store.
Wow.
It happens all the time. He's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I sell bundles. I don't sell bundles. I give them one box of a new product, whatever. They keep the box, and then the samples I send bundles and all that. But I got good guys. I mean, and I tell everybody before I hire everybody, the first thing I tell them is don't steal from me. If I do catch you stealing, I'm not calling the cops. You're gonna deal with me.
I don't. It's my rule of thumb.
Exactly.
Cops don't do
You're
nothing.
gonna deal with me.
No offense.
If you need something,
they don't want to do anything.
They don't want to do anything for petty theft. They don't do nothing. Yeah.
You need something? Let me know. I have no issues sending my reps samples as long as they're selling. They're doing a good job.
As long as they're using it for what it's supposed to be used for.
Because I train when I drive with these guys around. I train them. I learned a lot from Sal. Abe, I did.
God bless his soul.
You never give a cigar to any of the consumers while you're in the shop. I don't do that. what I might do is when they buy a couple cigars, I'll follow them in the humidor and tell them about the cigars. Listen, you buy 3, I'll give you 1 free and all that. But I've seen some of these guys just tell them, hey, listen, you mind if I give Billy a cigar? And Billy just walked in the door, and that's 1 cigar, less that they're gonna buy. Or maybe they were only gonna buy 1. But let me finish telling you the story that getting back to that. So I get the check, 20 grand, a pink slip at the same time, and I looked him straight in the eye and I told him, I thank you for the opportunity. I told him, I don't understand what you're doing, but whatever, I'm not going to change your mind. But I said, one day I will be your competition. I said, I don't have your money, but one day I will be your competition. And look at us, look at me now. I'm blessed, though.
It was just a series of events that lead you to where you're at.
Correct. So sometimes I think it just things, sometimes you're in a circle and you don't see outside the circle. And that's how I feel. I'm like in the days.
And even when you started making your own brands, I bet you never said to yourself, I'm going to have my own factory.
Yeah, no, never.
Right?
Never.
It just snowballs there.
Do you know how the factory got started?
No.
I sold you some bundles.
You sold me a lot of stuff over
No,
years.
but I sold you some bundles one time. I don't know if you remember the story.
Yeah.
And you called me a couple months later. And I did a favor from a friend of mine down in Nicaragua and asked me to help these guys.
Move the bundles.
To move the bundles.
Okay.
So the guy called me, can you help me? They're not mine. I got some relatives here. They're working inside a factory. Just got a little table, dad and son, pa. I said, what do you need for me to sell? He says, can you buy a couple hundred bundles? Yeah, all right. But what's the price? He gives me the price. So I said, the E Dobles came about.
Oh, is that the E Doble?
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
So they sent me the bundles.
For our listeners, we had a house brand that we started a long, long time ago. Where and I remember the story.
Right.
It came to me, he had these bundles, and they smoked good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, these are good cigars.
You called me, and you told me, dude, do you have any more of these bundles? And I said, what bundles? The ones you sold me. Blah, blah, blah. So I said, why? He goes, these are great. They're doing phenomenal. So I go to Pompano, and I had never even smoked them. I just got them, and so I grab a cigar and I look at it, and I see the triple cap. That's what they do.
It was a beautiful cigar.
Yeah, and for the price, and of course all that changed the price.
Yeah, right.
So I look at the cigar, I smoke the cigar, and I'm going, wow, But I also know that they can do cigars on what tobacco they get.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Flavor-wise.
Right.
My interest was construction-wise.
They're limited.
Yes.
Yeah.
But construction
was on point.
So I called back the guy, and I asked him, listen, can you set up a meeting with these guys for me? Who are they? I did my research on them. He says, yeah. So I go down there, go to Nicaragua, and I told him, listen, how would you like to, go into business? Well, we have no money. I said, I didn't ask you that. I just said, and we're trying to find a building, and we found La Zona, which you probably don't even know that you also named that.
I don't know.
Yes, you did.
No,
well,
I'm
surprised.
I swear on my life.
You never told me.
I swear on my life. Well, I don't like to give you credit.
All right, so remind me how I named La Zona.
We were in front of Pompano from playing cards one day, and I told you I needed the name
La
of
Zona
factory.
Franca.
And,
Is that why?
And you started, and I think you were saying something about that song. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me something like that. Somebody was singing in the card game. I think you had that in your mind. And then I know a lot of people don't know this, but you speak Spanish fluently.
Yes.
And then you said La Zona, and I kind of liked it. La Zona. That's what you should name it. Yeah, you did.
Wow.
You did, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've never told you that because I know
That's
you
the
never
first time
remember.
I've heard the story.
Yeah, I give credit where credit's due.
So sometimes you
just
hear
delayed.
Eric's story for the first time.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
It's never told
And
me that
then
story.
I always liked it. I liked the name. And it's very catchy.
But I love it, actually.
Yeah.
I always thought it had something to do with La Zona Franca. I didn't know.
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know. La Zona Franca is the duty-free, zone in the Dominican Republic. They call it La Zona Franca. What's funny, you want to take a break?
I do.
All right. I can't remember my point, so it's a good time to take a break.
Absolutely. We're going to tease forward to more of Abe remembering what his point was, because he's had 4 cocktails at this point in time.
Working on five.
On 5. Sorry. I'm losing track of it myself. Okay, we'll have more with Erik Espinosa right here on KMA Talk Radio. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. You ever plunk down hard-earned cash for a cigar? You're hoping you just bought yourself a nice drive-through taste town. Only to discover you're in the slow lane with a clunker. That sucks. Say goodbye to bad rides. Test drive an Alec Bradley cigar today. At Alec Bradley, they get it. Whether we're talking about life or cigars, it's all about the ride.
Fuel your soul and experience inspiration with the Aging Room Quattro series by Rafael Nodal. More than just a master blender, but the inspired composer of 4 boutique masterpieces for the sophisticated palate of an aficionado. The Aging Room Quattro series are a perfect chord of flavor and aroma, and are born from the best tobaccos, aged under the expertise of one of the greatest names in cigar making. Truly the perfect notes for a genuine cigar smoking experience. Aging Room Quattro series, a quartet of excellence.
Hoya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
CLE Cigar Company presents CLE Cigars, Aroa Cigars, and Asylum Cigars. With 4 generations and over 120 years of experience in tobacco, from seed to smoke, these cigars are produced in Honduras and Nicaragua, with the utmost care and precision possible. CLE Cigar Company introduces a vast array of tobaccos in various sizes to bring the highest quality of premium tobacco direct for your enjoyment. Visit clecigars.com for more information.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade. A true Drew experience.
For hundreds of years, the indigenous people of the Dominican Republic took tobacco and rolled it tightly into palm leaves. These long cylinders of tobacco, called yawa, created different, unique, robust flavors and aromas, and that original Enduyo tobacco is now for the first time featured in La Aurora Dominican DNA. Full-bodied, robust, spicy, and elegant, La Aurora Dominican DNA is a return to the roots of Dominican cigar making that only La Aurora can provide. Enjoy the very DNA of the Dominican cigar industry. Look to the lion, La Aurora Cigars. We are Dominican defined.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva. An unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
Ventura Cigar Company is a boutique cigar brand born in sunny Southern California. Ventura Cigar Company is on a mission to create memorable, complex cigar blends that excite the senses and reward discriminating palates. Experience the Cigar Aficionado number 13 cigar of the year. The archetype, Axis Mundi. Rise up, step up, look up, fire up, and leave compromise behind with Ventura Cigar Company. Check them out online at venturacigar.com.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam K, the Brewmeister. With me, of course, the man, the myth, Mr. Honest Dave himself.
Banged up.
I even got my headset on.
Hold on. Put that on camera.
I'm the official count guy. This is
He's banged up.
Bloody Mate number 6.
Why keep pointing to my drink? Like,
You
I didn't
moan.
finish it. You're gonna run out of mix.
We bought 2 bottles.
Dude, this microphone's like, it's not a Dave for this. Like, look at this.
Well,
That's your second one, you wuss.
No, it's the third one.
That's your second one, you wuss.
you count.
I'm the official drink counter.
But anyways,
Adam also hasn't been drinking.
I have 2. This is 2.
I
I'm
want
going
to
with 2.
talk about E-Double. That's what was my point I was going to make. So he sends me his bundle. It's like awesome. Like, dude, this is too good just to sell as a no-name bundle. I said, look, I want to make this like a house bundle, like for us, by you.
Right.
So like, do whatever you want, bro. He's like literally. So I literally came up with the name E-Double.
Yeah, you did.
Which is Erik Espinosa, 2 E's. That's what E-Double means, double E. And my graphic guys made some Fakata label that we would label them with.
With Eric's photo on it
With
originally.
Eric's photo on it, and it went great. And then he couldn't deliver the cigars anymore.
At those prices,
Right, well,
because everything went up.
Not even that. You were back ordered for a while, even without the prices for a while. And we didn't have him consistently. And then I think they just came back like about a year ago.
Yeah.
You got everything back situated. We made a new label, which shows the La Zona factory now. And E-Doble's back in business and doing very well. It's one of my most, honestly, favorite house brand bundles. Look at that. Too strong? He's making
Dude,
them.
he's
making them a lot stronger.
Excellent. Everything is blurry now. That's the reason why. Everything.
Maybe you should take the sunglasses off. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
literally.
you know you're inside, right?
I noticed that the last couple drinks, they were getting very
Dude,
ferocious.
yeah, dude. He's got to drive me over to the Italian market.
We can go in my car. I don't know how much better I'm going to be.
Uber's making money tonight.
Tonight, it's still morning.
And not to mention,
right,
you guys
it's
are doing a big event this evening
That's right. I wanna
at
be-
5
wow.
o'clock.
Oh, is that tonight?
That's
That's
tonight.
today.
Yes.
That's today at 5.
Are you going to have time to cook and get down there?
That's what I told you, yeah.
As soon as we get out of here, we go.
If
over
we
there.
get out of here, buy it, boom, boom, I'm done in 30 minutes.
It takes 30 minutes to make the
That's what
penne
she
alla
said.
vodka.
No.
From my house,
yeah.
that's got to be at least a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, dude.
I'm off the turnpike.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
about a
you're,
45-minute
you know, they
drive.
can get right on Southern on the
That's what I'm
turnpike.
saying.
Yeah.
About
If we
40,
get it,
45
if
minutes.
we're at your house, like I say, 1:30,
Yeah.
at 2:30, 3 o'clock, even if we leave at 4,
Either at 4, you'll be there in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all right. It'll work.
But yeah, no, you guys are doing a big event, and what are you guys doing tonight for the Distinguished Ruffians?
The Distinguished
Shout out to them.
Ruffians.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're having their first ever Roughtoberfest.
Oh, and you are like the prime candidate.
What do you mean first? Oh yeah, Oktoberfest.
No. Roughtoberfest.
Yes, this is their first ever Roughtoberfest.
Yeah, because they normally do
They do a boil.
Yeah.
Very
good.
I did it last year.
Ron won't do any events at my location. He just goes to that store and hangs out. He won't do the Great Smoke, but he goes out to the Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, what's up with that? Can we call him out on that?
Yes, call me out on
Yeah.
on the Great Smoke thing.
It's very pathetic that you're not doing the Great Smoke this year.
I agree with you.
Maybe there's
100%.
still a shot.
Huh?
Maybe there's still a shot he might do.
You think so?
Kevin's listening.
We have to make room. I think we're sold out of tables right now.
Well,
I'll add it.
you and
I'll
I,
find room for an extra table. You say it right
you
now on
fold up
air.
chairs.
We'll do some negotiating while
Wait,
we're.
you know what's funny? And this is the truth, too. I get calls every year for the Great Smoke. And I'm telling everybody out there now, if you're listening to the show and you haven't been to one or you've heard of it, this is the year to come.
Yes.
This is it. This is every 4, 5, 6 years, there's a metamorphosis. There's something that makes it go to the next level, whether it be location, event, idea, whatever. This is the metamorphosis year. This themed Great Smoke, this disco theme we got going with the Jaxie Brown, the roller derby girls. The band we hired is called Studio 54.
I did the negotiation.
Oh, you were there?
I did the negotiation.
I don't want to talk about it out here.
I did the negotiation, yeah.
This is going to be one of the most jumping cigar events ever in the country, just because it's so going to be awesomely
You gotta wear the bell bottoms and all that.
You can come dressed, you
Yeah.
can not come dressed. My wife is so excited about this, she's already shopping for a disco outfit.
Nice. Wow.
She's doing a whole Jackie Brown outfit, right?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Nice, yeah.
absolutely. So this is the year to come, right? And I get people that call us, how much is a booth? We'd like to be, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's by invitation only. I mean, if we're not buying from you, I'm not going to invite you, right? I mean, we only send so many invitations out because we only have so many booths available. But guys are literally lined up to pay me. We give away the booths free, right? They pay me. They want to come here, and this guy flies all the way out to Colorado to do an event. Doesn't want to do my event.
Wow.
So.
By the way, that was.
I just want to send a big thank you out to you and Bill Ives.
Bill Ives, if you're watching.
Now that you and I are having a moment with the La Zona and all that,
yes,
the Great Smoke was my idea.
It was. I've given you public credit for that.
I've never heard it.
Absolutely.
On this show, many times.
I've given you public credit for that.
Yeah.
Like you.
I haven't gotten a check.
Is
I think I gave you $1 million idea last night. We're even.
We'll see how it works.
But no,
Stop whining.
It's no lie. Erik came to me after I had done
10th anniversary.
10th anniversary party. And he had put in my head about doing this event. It was before the 10th anniversary party he came to me. Because Cigar Aficionado hadn't done a big smoke here in 10 years or 11 years at the time. And he's like, we need to do this. I said, Erik, I love it. But we did spend like 8 months, 9 months.
We couldn't find a venue.
Couldn't find a venue.
You did it in front of your shop.
We looked all over. We worked diligently. We kept trying. He would call me up, try this, what is it? And we couldn't
The Hard Rock. We're trying to get into the Hard Rock.
We couldn't find a venue that would let us do it. And then I had a 10th anniversary party, which was huge. We had like 800 people there. It was great.
Car.
Gave away a motorcycle.
No, Harley.
Motorcycle.
First time, Harley.
With the chip in the middle
Yes,
of the
that
box.
was the first
it was
time
like
I did
4 or 5 companies.
It was 4 companies
yeah.
involved. It was Camacho, Rocky, Drew Estate, and Oliva.
Right.
And we gave away a Harley, my first big giveaway. Yeah. And we had huge people. And I remember, believe it or not, a name who's like, we don't know where he is these days, but Mike Argenti was at the event. And at the after party, he's saying to me, he goes, dude, I've never seen anything like that at JR. It's like maybe only like a JR event. That was insane. How'd you pull that off? Where do you go from there? And the very next morning, I said, you know what? I'm going to take that thing that Erik and I'm just going to do it in the front of my store. Yeah. Right in the courtyard. I didn't even ask for permission.
Without the lizards. Without
everything. We just did it. And that's how the Great Smoke got started. But I've given you credit for the Great Smoke.
You didn't ask permission to do that?
No. You want to hear something funny? Not only did I not get permission to do it the first year, right? We did it literally like in the front courtyard.
I remember.
Between a Panera and a Publix.
And between all the
other
trees,
stores, everything.
Around the fountain and everything.
And the place was like, it looked like a tornado had just ripped through there when it was done.
Yes.
And the property manager walks through there. Now, they had just bought the property like 2 months earlier, right? So he just bought the property. And he's walking in and he's seeing this aftermath. Cups. Cigar wrappers, people walking away, parking lot was jammed. The first Great Smoke might have been only maybe, I think, 350, not even 400 people total. But that was a lot for that front courtyard, right?
Sure. I think even people got turned away because they had to wait in line so long.
That was the second year.
Oh, that was the second year.
That's when we decided we can't do it in the front courtyard anymore. But the funny thing is that the property manager comes and he's looking at it and we got all these 100 posters in the window and he's like, what the fuck is going on? I said, what do you mean? We did the Great Smoke. I said, what the fuck? Did you go the whole shot? I said, yeah, dude, I got permission for this like 8 months ago from the landlord before. They didn't tell you? Oh, it was so funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, but he went with it, and he said, and I said, look, ask Erik, because everybody did good business that day. Right. That was one of Starbucks. There was a Starbucks next to me.
Panera.
They rang up the most business they did the whole day of the year.
Yeah.
The Panera, the same thing.
The Stone Cold.
Yeah, the creamery. Stone Cold.
Yeah.
So all these guys, I had 400 people there for 4 hours, and then they all hung around afterwards, right? Eating and drinking still.
Right, absolutely.
So because we didn't have after parties back then, that was it. It was a 4-hour event, 5-hour event. So he actually, probably became a big promoter every year and helped me pave the way to keep making it bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Then you went to the side.
Then after year 2, we took over like the whole side of the complex. We shut it down the night before, and then we outgrew that. Went to the German club and outgrew that, and now we're at the South Florida Fairgrounds. Nice. I don't think we can ever outgrow that. So we're very happy.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, we're very happy. They hold a couple 100,000 people there. Yeah. It's a big property.
We can always add extra things on.
Yeah, it's a big property. Many buildings.
Yeah, you might have to add one more table for Juan. We don't know.
Why?
See if they got space.
Yeah,
we're gonna make this happen.
Do you want to discuss the patheticness of this decision?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, we got some time.
Yeah. He's drinking, bro.
How is it become economically feasible for you guys to fly out and do all this stuff in Colorado, but you refuse to do your buddy who gave you like one of your first cracks down here in Florida?
CBD. Kevin Bill.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's CBD?
CBD in Colorado.
Give it to Adam, by the way.
Yeah, I'll give it to Adam, but answer my question. How is it you're not doing the Great Smoke?
Don't answer as your attorney, as your counselor. Do not answer that question.
I'm the personality. I'm not the
Do not
guy.
answer that question.
I'm just curious.
I want to be there.
Well, you could always come as a guest. I'd let you in.
I'll tell you right now.
We would let you in.
Either way,
I would tell my guys at the game, if you see anybody comes looks like a wolf man, real scruffy, just let him in.
You have to be there. We're doing the event on Thursday.
Either way.
He's not doing the event.
No?
He's not even in the Great Smoke.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to be here. I'm going to work his booth. I'll work your booth while you talk to the people. I'll give out cigars.
Just so you know,
what you going to do, cocktails?
I'm going to tell everybody that Protocol cigars are normal cost plus 20% that day. I want to make sure that nobody buys any Protocol cigars that day, just so you know.
No discount.
I like it.
No discounts. We're going to charge a premium.
Exactly.
It's 20% more than normal.
Charge them extra.
Eric's making a face every
Bro,
time he thinks it's
you loaded this, bro. This is a bomb, bro.
No, it's not. I made yours light, actually.
No, you didn't, bro. It's a bomb.
Adam, how's yours?
I haven't gotten there yet. I need a spoon in here or something, or yeah, or just something to. Basically, I got to get the mix going right.
Get the remote control.
Yeah, that's definitely a great thing I want to stick in my cocktail.
I can't even keep up with the comments on social media. I've already had way too many drinks. So somebody wanted to know, is any new cigars in the works?
Yes.
Like what?
Project I'm doing.
Ronnie Haitia's on. Oh, we're in trouble. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a project I'm doing with.
It's a retailer project or
Yeah.
store your project?
No, it's a project. It's a collaboration I'm doing.
With another retailer?
No, with another company.
Oh, with another manufacturer?
Yeah, another manufacturer.
Right.
Can you
Is his name
explain-
AJ Fernandez?
No.
Can you explain this to me?
What do you want to know?
Because I think I've talked about it. Shows I don't understand the manufacturer-to-manufacturer collaboration.
There's no money in it.
Okay.
I don't know. There's no money. It just makes no sense.
Yes, it does. It makes perfect sense.
Okay, explain to me,
Please.
Okay, you got Led Zeppelin's coming back, correct? And it might sell out.
He went to music. Okay, go ahead.
Now,
I'm
can
waiting
you
to see if he has
imagine Led
deep
Zeppelin with
metaphors.
Pink Floyd? Okay, they come out with an album.
Invalid argument.
Stop and think about it.
Okay, let me just, before you go any further, stop
Okay.
right there.
That sounds terrible.
If Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd make an album, that means Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd are all playing music together.
Yes.
So all their talents are being used.
Yes.
When you guys collaborate and one dude's making a cigar in his factory and his people,
No.
what are you doing?
No, the cigar's being made in Arizona, and they got me a wrapper that I wasn't able to get.
So let me just okay.
Okay.
I got to stop you along the way because
All right.
you're gonna have to explain this to me.
Okay.
I got to put the chisels in your theory
Go
as
ahead.
you say them.
I'm ready.
Then why isn't that you just bought tobacco and you're making cigars?
Because-
Why is it collaboration? You buy tobacco every day.
Abe, listen. Okay, do you buy from every company? You don't.
No.
Okay.
Because we have limited retail space.
But if I decide to buy with a new company like, say, Protocol Cigars, who don't want to support
don't
the
wanna-
great smoke,
don't wanna
yeah.
be your place,
See, I
right.
decide to try them. It's not a collaboration. I'm just buying cigars from a new company.
And that's fine. It's going to open up. It'll open some doors for
I
me
get
and
it,
for
but
them.
why are you guys? It's not you. It's everybody.
No, I
why are they
understand.
calling it collaboration? I don't see the collaboration part. Right? Like
It is. It is because
you just bought tobacco from somebody.
No, man. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that.
It might not make
No,
sense.
no, Abe. It's
Look
not
at him.
just.
He's so drunk he don't know what to
It's
say.
not just tobacco. It's not just tobacco.
So tell me what
It's building it, putting it together.
your people are doing that.
Okay. No, we are doing it as a team. We're doing it as a team.
Oh, so he's sending you people from his factory?
Yes, he did.
Get out of here.
I swear on my life.
I'm calling bullshit.
You can call bullshit all
Hold
you
on.
want.
The collaborator guy in another factory is sending his employees to work in your factory?
No. Now work in my factory.
So what are they doing?
They brought over. We smoked it together. His guys in the factory. We made some cigars. Okay.
So because you
We
got their
use it.
opinion, now they're collaborators. I just think the word collaboration is just getting abused in this industry. I don't think...
What word would you prefer?
What's your definition of a collaboration?
That ain't it.
No, but what's yours?
Listen to me. A collaboration, by definition, is two people working together toward a common goal. But buying tobacco is not working together.
Listen, you know me. You know me.
Buying tobacco from somebody is not working together. Right? You want to know what collaboration is? He gave him tobacco.
No.
Yeah, listen to me. I'm telling you, this is what a collaboration
First
is.
of all, they didn't give it to me.
No, but I'm saying, they give him tobacco.
No.
They roll it together. They sell it together. They split profits together. For me, that's collaboration.
Them blending it together. We wanted it to taste like this and this.
But it was all the above. Everything you said we're doing. Everything you said we're doing. What were the 4 things you just said?
Okay. So this is not your brand.
Yes.
Do you split profits for selling the brand?
We're both making profits.
No. I'm talking about from the final sale, the final profit.
It's almost the same amount.
That's not... You see the dancing bullshit he's
It's
doing
not
right
a
now?
dancing.
No. You're saying it's the same amount because he's making his profit selling you the tobacco. No. He gets no profit. Your collaborator makes no money on the sale of the final product, correct? That's all your product. That's all your money.
He's making money. Why should he?
He's not making money on the. You see this, right?
Yes.
You see the dance he's
He
doing.
would have sold the. He was going to sell the tobacco no matter what.
No.
Listen to me. Listen. Final product called Project E.
Right.
Whatever. Right. That's your collaborative cigar.
Mm-hmm.
When you sell me a box at wholesale, $100 a box, Project E, you get that $100 from me, right?
No, they will.
No. I'm paying
Okay,
it to
right,
your company,
so,
right?
yes.
When you collect that $100 check from me, you deposit it in your bank.
Right.
Are you taking any of that money and giving it to your collaborator?
No.
It's not a collaboration.
The collaboration was done before that.
No, you just bought tobacco.
Oh, because
That's
you don't.
all you
because
did.
you don't sell it.
No, you just bought tobacco.
So what?
How is that different than when you buy tobacco from anybody else?
What word? I'll tell you why. Because when I buy tobacco from somebody else,
Yeah.
I go and I buy it. I sort it out. I buy it. And I come bring it back to my factory, and I make the cigars.
So tell me what was different. When you bought this tobacco from this collaborator,
Yes.
what did you do differently?
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
We went places that we've never been to. As far as
so you held hands and took a trip together?
No.
What did you do?
The tobacco.
There's
There's tobacco I couldn't find. There's tobacco I couldn't get. Okay.
That doesn't make a difference.
I understand.
You just bought tobacco.
Yes.
Explain to me the difference of just buying tobacco.
We worked on it together, Justin and I.
What's
and
working on? Don't mention you giving it away.
No, that's fine. We know.
Don't mention any names. But I'm saying is, what did you work on together other than you buying? If you consider working together, that he showed you some tobacco you couldn't get, you said, "Oh, I like it." You wrote him a check and had that tobacco shipped to your factory. That's not working together, dude. That's called buying tobacco.
It's not, bro. Because let me tell you the
Did he
difference.
have like a say on what
we
it tastes like?
we put
blend
the binders and fillers, and they put the wrapper. Okay, and we put this together.
What do you mean they put the wrapper?
Are you saying that
the cigar gets constructed in a different location?
No.
See, your words are mincing.
No, they're not. They're not, because it was a lot of effort into doing this. It really was. It was the. You know, if you could come up with another word, and you might not like collaboration, well, I'm good with it. You know, let's come up with another word.
All I'm saying I'm trying to understand the process as to why it's a collaboration. Because so far, all you've managed to tell me in the last 20 minutes of your mumbling is that you just bought tobacco from somebody. You haven't told me anything.
You're looking at it that way. I don't look at it that way.
What do you mean?
I don't.
I'm looking at it the way it is.
I don't.
Wait, did you go pick out tobacco?
Okay.
Wait, did you go pick out tobacco?
Listen.
Did you cut him a check?
Yes.
Did he ship you product?
Yes.
Explain to me how that's not buying tobacco.
When we did the food bar
Yes.
for you, okay? We did the food bar for you. I sent you samples, correct?
Correct.
It was your choice on picking the blend that you wanted.
Yes.
I didn't pick the blend. It's something that
Correct.
you had an input into that,
Yes.
right? Okay. Is that different than if I make my own? I'm making it for you. You had your input in it, right?
Did they have input in it?
Of course.
What input did they have?
Everything. I mean, between the wrappers, the blend.
So
we
it's their
smoked
blend.
a bunch. It's our blend.
Well, you just said they did everything.
No, we did everything together.
Okay.
It's our blend. I'm not gonna fold.
I got him against the ropes.
No, you don't. I don't fold, brother.
If
You
he
ain't
had some
I'm
more
not
Bloody
gonna fold.
Marys, he'd be answering.
I'm not gonna fold.
Okay, so I just want let me understand. So after you bought the tobacco, right? When you were there buying it, you sat there and you guys smoked it and tried it,
Right.
Whatever, and then you made the decisions there that day on,
We made the decision
together.
Yes.
On what you did. Then you took all that tobacco and made it in your factory.
Yes.
And that becomes a collaboration. Because
I need some of your listeners to help me come up with another word other than
No,
collaboration.
because,
He doesn't
Colin
like
would
the
like
word
to
collaboration.
suggest teamwork.
A teamwork, a tag team,
working together.
The ultimate. What was the Warriors? The
Ultimate Warrior.
no, the wrestlers. The
Towers of
Warriors.
Power.
What were they
the
called?
Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors.
But listen to me. You know, they went to my high school, by the way.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
That's amazing.
So listen, because this is because here's the thing, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You don't think that happens typically sometimes with people who buy tobacco from good people and they have a relationship where they'll smoke stuff? Hey, try this. Eric, try this. We got this. And they what do you think? I'm thinking about. And they have these.
In our business?
I'm asking.
No, that shit don't. That doesn't happen in our business.
Really?
No. Everybody. You know how much egos there is in this business, bro? And I'm one of the few guys that don't have one.
So do you feel?
It's the truth.
So let me ask you this question. Whoever you bought tobacco from, if you wanted their input and advice, say, hey, I was thinking about using this binder. What do you think? And wouldn't they have just given it to you?
A lot of people don't do that.
But wouldn't they? Because typically a lot of people do.
Probably not. No, nobody does.
What are you talking about?
As far as the blend and all that goes,
if you wanted, I know guys who blended who said they've talked with other blenders and they ran ideas by them and they have this interaction.
that's bullshit. I'm calling you out. That's bullshit.
I'm not calling you out. I'm telling you what
Listen,
I heard.
if you know,
I'm not making it up.
listen, the Colonel never revealed his 11 herbs and spices. You don't know that.
Okay,
13 herbs and spices,
They're not-
just to be clear.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 13. Listen to me.
When did it go up? Hold on, let's talk about this. This is important. When did it change from 11 to 13?
It's always been 13.
It's always been 13?
Yeah.
Well, make me another drink.
He needs to top off
At
that with a little bit
13,
more of the Bloody Mary mix there.
So listen. Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
Tell you what.
Courtesy of the 7.
Take a break.
I'm going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll see if we can get to the bottom of what a collaboration is, and maybe we'll talk to Mr. William Cooper. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hi, this is Nish Patel from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars. I want to introduce you guys out to our Old World Reserve Corojo made in a Honduran facility. What a beautiful medium-bodied cigar. When you light it up, it's got a gorgeous white ash, and you get that sweetness from that delicious Corojo wrapper, a little bit of spice, and a lot of nuttiness. Go to your local brick and mortar, check out the Old World Reserve Corojo. You will not be disappointed. Again, what a delicious cigar.
A Toscano cigar is the perfect combination of American and Italian craftsmanship. Made with American and Italian dark-fired cured tobacco, Toscano cigars are produced by hand by the cigar rollers of Lucca, Italy. Smoking a Toscano helps you escape from the real world for those few perfect minutes, like when you're sitting at home on a terrace after a long day's work, pondering life and how beautiful things are. A Toscano cigar can take you back through over 200 years of history and elegance. There's only one Toscano. Available worldwide, Toscano is now available at your local premium cigar retailer.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. Smoking a cigar is all part of the experience. For me, there's nothing better than gathering with friends after an amazing steak dinner and smoking my GC Signature Series paired with a fine glass of scotch. Good conversation and a few laughs is always better when smoking Christoph. Start enriching your downtime. Go to Christoph.com and click on the Discover Your Christoph tab to find the Christoph cigars that are right for you. Upgrade your downtime with Christoph.
Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust and its master ligador, Steve Saka, is crafting the very finest cigars available today. One such brand is his Todos los Dias. This liga is very smooth with taste of dark chocolate and figs, with a nice sweet chili pepper that escalates in warmth as you smoke it. On the palate, it feels like a medium-bodied smoke, but it's lying to you, as the cigar is quite strong. From the first puff, there's no doubt of the origin of Todos los Dias, or that it's intended solely for the seasoned cigar smoker. Viva Nicaragua.
With over 20 years in the cigar industry, Erik Espinosa has done it all. He began in retail, became a sales manager, developed and owns his own brands, and today is internationally known as a manufacturer of top-quality premium cigars. Nothing gives Erik more pleasure than to be able to make his own cigars for consumers worldwide to enjoy. Experience cigars made in the Espinosa way. La Ranja Reserva, Murcielago, 601, and Espinosa Habano, and Connecticut. For more information, visit EspinosaCigars.com.
Hey, fools, how about a game of Cutthroat? Your funeral. That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars. Here, try this Rick Loose cigar. You're gonna need all the help you could get. Hey, don't be stingy. Let me get one of those. Rick Loose. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game. Hey, I think you should stick with that Rick Loose cigar and work on your B game because you don't have an A game, and I know a little something about games. Boom. Hey, sucker, go buy yourself a Rick Loose cigar and do it today.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
Great and fun times are always made better with great food. Come experience the new menu by Rum Shack at the world-famous Spearmint Rhino in West Palm Beach, featuring exciting new and delicious offerings. Experience their 1-pound New York strip steak special for just under $15 daily until 10 p.m. Enjoy a fine lunch without breaking your wallet every Tuesday and Saturday from their $7 lunch menu. No matter the time or day, the kitchen is open till close at Spearmint Rhino, West Palm Beach.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
this is actually a really good looking product. So how what I have no question.
What was that?
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio.
Is that a soundbite making fun of me? Colin.
Wow.
At Tubute? All I want to say
I
is
also
how
have it as a
awesome-
ringtone.
How awesome has this show been without Paul?
Pretty great.
I haven't hear that whiny, squeaky voice for the last hour and a half. It's been brilliant.
Absolutely. Yes. Maybe we should have a wedding every weekend. Like next weekend, when he'll also have another wedding to go
I'm just
to.
saying, maybe it's not about the best that we can afford. Maybe we just don't need them.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. This is KMA Talk Radio.
I know he's listening.
This is episode 355. We hope you're enjoying today.
He texts me, "What do you want to talk about?" I said, "Hookers and cocaine."
Wow.
That's probably what he said. Wow.
And he said, "Can we talk about something else?"
No, of course not. Why would we do that? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Anyway, if you missed any part of the show, make sure you check out the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page, where you can go hit all the highlights, and it'll be up on iTunes on Monday.
Is Coop on the phone?
He is.
Get him on the phone. Maybe he can put his input in on what a
I
collaboration
was about to
is.
intro him right here with Mr. William Cooper.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Koopaloop, what is happening today, and what is going on in the news with you?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Hey, guys.
We're just here having
What's
a
up,
couple
Coop?
of cocktails, having a lovely time.
Coop in the house.
I just heard the question about collaboration. I'm going to give my take on this.
Excellent.
Keep using that I look at the whole project from start to finish, and I look at the principles involved in that whole project, from developing the concept to taking this thing out on the road and selling it. And they're involved intricately with each of the steps along the way. That's my definition of collaboration.
I'm in 100% agreement with you, Coop, but let me ask something. In the real world, I don't give a shit what anybody in this room is currently going to say. How often do you think that happens like that?
It's very little.
Exactly.
It's very little.
Because I'm going to tell you what, and here's the bottom line. I love you, brother, but I don't care what you tell me. I know how business is, and they call me Honest Abe for a reason. You, at the end of the day, hold the bag, right? That dude, whoever it is that sold you the tobacco and you collaborated with, right, sold you his tobacco. It's done. You paid him, right? He made his money. Now it's your job to go out and sell the final product. And if you don't, who doesn't make money? Who doesn't make money?
That's where you're wrong.
No, wait. If you don't sell the final product, I'm wrong. You don't make money, right?
I don't have to sell the final product. They're selling it.
Okay, in this situation, so the roles are reversed. What's the difference? But let's just say in the collaboration, you're making the cigar and you're selling it, right?
Right.
If you don't sell
That's different. That's not a collaboration.
Okay.
I'm making it for them. They're selling it.
Okay.
Wait, that's not what he said in the last segment.
That's not. What do you mind? He didn't let me talk.
No, he bought tobacco. You bought tobacco. So I think Ronnie Hasha, as much as I don't like to agree with him because I can never understand what he said, I never.
Ronnie's a nice guy.
He's a great guy. I just never got the Ronnie Hasha Dakota ring, so I can't understand half his boasts. But
what?
Exactly. But it's all it does is just adding margin all the way around. But let me just get this straight. Ex collaborator, you buy tobacco from him.
Mm-hmm.
So you've paid him. He's made his money on tobacco.
Right.
At this point, if nothing else ever happens, he made money selling tobacco.
Yes.
Okay. Now you've got tobacco. You roll at the cost of your own labor.
Right.
Final product.
Yes.
Then you sell final product.
Back to them.
Back to them.
Yes.
Now they're stuck with it, and if they don't sell it, they're sitting on that final product and eating it.
Yes.
It's not a collaboration.
Okay, so hold on. Unless we sell all of it, it's not a collaboration. And we sell it out as a collaboration.
Hold on. I think I have a.
That's just like buying and selling.
You lost me at hello.
I think I have a better way to go with this.
Hello?
How is that any different than what you do with Juan?
It's a big difference.
How?
Because
he's stuck now.
I'm not buying.
He's against the rope.
No,
he's in the corner. He's against the rope.
No.
How is that any different than what you do with Juan?
Let's hear this.
Because the tobacco that we go buy, okay?
He didn't buy it from Juan. That's different.
Okay, so obviously you didn't buy the tobacco from Juan.
There's stuff that I can't get, okay?
Obviously.
Right.
Okay, so whether you can get stuff or not doesn't equate into a collaboration. You keep saying that.
And no difference.
But that doesn't make a collaboration.
And there's no difference whether you sell them all or not.
Because
it's
you're
not
just
a
buying
collaboration.
tobacco. What I'm saying is, I
We worked on it together very hard.
I like Coop's definition because here's the bottom line, though.
Is Coop still there? We like it.
Yeah, man.
And here's the bottom line. And I'm going to get off this topic because we beat this horse down already.
To death.
But here's my bottom line, and this is my point. In this scenario, they're selling the Frog product, but it was the other way around. Let's just say hypothetically, this collaboration is just a mirror image, and it's the other way around, and you're stuck with the final product. Right?
Yeah.
So you know that if you're making 5,000 boxes of something, right, and if you don't get it to consumers, you're caught left holding the bag.
Correct.
Okay. So
I put myself in a bad spot.
That being said,
right,
this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to end it. If in your collaboration process there's something that you absolutely say, fuck no, that sucks, I'm not going to make that, you're not going to make it, because you know you're going to hold the final bag, and at the end of the day, you got the final say in what's going to happen, because you wouldn't make something that you feel like you're going to hold the final bag on.
That is correct.
Not a collaboration.
No, you're wrong.
Anyway,
I could be wrong.
But the other guy feels the same way that I do.
The other guy need his money.
No, it's not about money. It's not everything's about money.
Oh, where's Ronnie? Get him on the phone. It's not about money now.
Call him.
It's not about money, right?
Is about
So Ron, when he makes you cigars and you don't pay the bills, remind him, Eric, I thought this is not about money.
Let me.
I recorded that soundbite.
It's not about money. Listen,
I'm gonna add some bros to it. Bro.
I'll have Colin send it to you. You can make it a ringtone.
I don't want to take away from Coop, but we'll get into it.
We're gonna go long. This show's going long.
All right, go ahead. I don't want to get it.
Record that one. Have it on.
Don't mess up my pen.
It's not about money. It's a good sound.
No, not this. This project here is not about money. It isn't. It's about opening up doors.
See, you just lost me now because now
opening up doors. No, what I'm saying has nothing to do with.
Okay, you know what that's like? But it's opening up doors, which leads to what?
More money.
Exactly.
Correct.
It's always about money. That's my favorite expression. It's not about the money. It's about the money.
It's always about the money.
Well,
but not this.
Is he not contradicting
Hold on.
himself on KMA Radio?
No. This project here is about opening.
That's an oxymoron.
It's for future money. No, it's not.
That's still money.
Yes, but
it's about the money.
Hey, listen to me. Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever bought product from a friend just because you like them? You know it's not going to sell. Okay? You're going to break even because you know you're going to put it out and you're going to sell it and take the bands off or whatever. But you've done favors for people before.
Yes, I have.
You know you're not going to make any money with that product.
Okay.
But you buy it.
Okay.
Why? Why are you doing it? But this is different. You're helping somebody out because the kindness of your heart.
But you just said
in
it's
long
about
term,
future money.
Of course.
Well, if his shit didn't sell the first time, it's not going to sell the second time. So I don't have a future investiture with that scenario.
You haven't let me talk yet. You haven't let me tell you why
your
this
shit
is about.
Don't make sense.
It does.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense.
Go ahead.
All right, so
let's go with Coop, and then we'll come back. No, if you want, I'll tell you.
So Coop, do you have any further thoughts? Hopefully not on this topic.
I don't know if I could top this topic.
Listen, Coop, realistically now, if you're the judge and you got the bout card, right, who's ahead in points here in this debate?
Eric, I love you, but Abe, I'm putting Abe right now ahead on this one.
Yeah, he pays you also to be on the show. You know?
Coop doesn't make a dime on this show.
It's not about the money.
Coop's not about the money. Coop is really not about the money.
In fairness to me, Abe has not let me speak about it. He's always interrupted me
because when
he
you say
doesn't tell me
it doesn't make sense. I have to stop you.
You haven't let me. You haven't.
Fake news.
You haven't allowed me to speak my mind on it.
I don't even think he knows what his mind is at this point.
I agree.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
5 2 seconds. Go.
The collaboration is with Justin Andrews and General Cigar. Okay, they have outlets. They have stores that does not buy my product.
Yes.
We have shops that doesn't buy their product.
Yes.
Okay. By making a collaboration, it would open up doors for me, and it would open up doors for them.
I 100% agree with that statement.
Okay, and that's why we're doing this project.
I understand, but I don't consider that the cigar, how the process you guys are making a brand, is a collaboration.
Then change the word. Let's change the word from collaboration to what? Teamwork?
I don't know.
What do you want to use?
Team?
I don't know.
Tag team?
I like tag team.
The Road Warriors? What do you want to call it?
For me, that's not a collaboration.
All right. Can somebody find the definition of collaboration, please?
Somebody get a thesis.
Yeah, find out the
get a
definition.
thesaurus.
Now, what you are doing is collaborating with General Cigars.
Yes.
I agree.
And Justin
but
Andrews.
the project, this thing that this trend this industry is using, where they're making brands.
How do you spell
collaborating? I just think I think it's becoming a hot word and it's getting abused. That's just all. That's my
okay.
opinion.
All right. How many boxes do you want?
None. No. All right, Coop. Sorry,
Coop, what's going on in the news this week as we have completely steamrolled this episode?
No, it's all right. Actually, it's good. It's a little bit of a quiet week, but there was a big piece of news out of California this week, and I think people should pay more attention to this one. Is Los Angeles County, which is the largest county in the population in the U.S., has banned flavored tobacco. So that is going to go into effect as of the end of the month. And if folks are not paying attention, if you're a retailer, you just lost a good chunk of your business out there if you're selling flavored tobacco.
Wow. Can I ask you a question? I don't know if you know the answer. I'll be, honestly uber impressed if you do. Are menthol cigarettes going to be banned out there?
Yes, is what I've been told.
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know the answer to that because I followed this from the cigar piece.
That's what I'd be interested in because the last time flavors were banned.
Yeah, they didn't
ban menthol
cigarettes. Menthol is not considered a flavor.
Yeah, and that's some bullshit.
Of course it's bullshit.
That's some bullshit. And the fact that Americans keep letting shit like this happen is just crap.
They put me out of business.
Flavors, ban menthol.
Yeah.
But you want to know what?
That was the whole debate with that, yeah.
The people pushing this kind of laws, this kind of litigation, are those people. It's the cigarette people, and they get exemptions for their crap, and they're trying to manhandle the industry to their whim.
They donate a lot of money to
and the American people are just eating it up. Oh, it tastes good. I saw a woman.
So, Abe, according to the reports I'm just looking at here, some of the sources, they saying it's e-cigarettes, chewing tobacco, and menthol cigarettes are part of that. My guess is that's not going to hold up because menthol's been a debate for years.
Yeah, man, people are just getting stupid. Whatever happened to freedom of choice?
Sidebar, Colin, our crack researcher, found the definition of collaboration, and surprisingly it says opening doors.
There you go.
So thank you, Colin, for that.
And on that note, I just looked through the thesaurus.
Are you still here?
I'm still here. Listen, thesaurus says partnership,
what's a thesaurus?
Teamwork, I don't know, alliance, joint effort, or working together. If you don't like the word collaboration, how's that?
Let me ask a question on the collaboration because it's going to lead into the next news story anyway.
It's never going away.
Tatuaje makes their cigars at My Father's Cigars. Are they collaborating with the Garcias? Is Pete collaborating with the Garcias? Is that a collaboration?
That's like saying Juan and Eric and I collaborating. We're not collaborating. It's the same thing, right?
Okay, here's my point. I think the word is getting butchered. I think it's getting overused for situations that aren't really real because at what point is it different than Juan? Do you feel like you collaborate with Eric? No. But technically, according to this current definition, it is a collaboration. Correct?
Correct.
So I just think the word's getting abused, and it's becoming a hot word because for whatever reason, for the dual marketing purposes or whatever, they're saying, we could just attach two great names to this brand instead of one, right? And they want to call it a collaboration. So, yeah, I mean, in essence, it could be, it might not be, but I don't understand where the lines are drawn. I just think it's becoming a marketing hot term. That's all.
Anyways, what's the next news story that leads from that story, Coop?
Okay, it's Halloween season's coming up. The end of the month is Halloween, and that means the Tatuaje Monsters are going to be hitting the stores. So this year there are 2 monsters that are being released in the
there was an unlucky 26 this year, right?
Yes, there's 26 retailers getting the dress boxes. And they're going to be the Chuck and the Tiff, which are 2 monsters that have been released in the Pudgy Monsters and Skinny Monsters series, but never as a full-size monster. So they're both getting released this year in the same blend, and you can expect to, like I said, be a little frenzy if you're going to try to get one of those dress boxes. There'll be 26 retailers getting both of those cigars, and then it'll be opened up to other retailers getting the undressed boxes. If you're interested in the cigar, it's a Toro size 5 7/8 by 52.
So I just want to be clear that whether it's the Tiff or the Chuck, it's the exact same cigar.
The Chuck is a Habano blend and the Tiff is a Connecticut blend.
Oh, so it's not the same cigar. They're 2 different
They're not
cigars.
the same cigar. They're different cigars, but they're the same as the blends.
The
within
original
those
Pudgy
samples.
Monster blends, you mean?
Yeah.
Got it. Is this the first year that he went up from 13 to 26 because of the 2
Yes.
blends?
No, that's AIDS.
That mine?
Yep, that's you.
I'm not drinking after Adam, so don't be screwing up the cup.
I'm sure that
No. That's
this is yours.
no
You got a stick in it.
That's Abe. There's a stick in the other one too because I passed mine secondly. So that's definitely Abe's. You've been working on that first.
That's important, bro.
All right. I can't,
Sorry, Coop.
I can't drink from the straw, just in case. Are these clean over here?
Is Coop still there?
The bottom one is. The top one is not.
Coop, these guys are
How
allowed
are you
to
so
drink.
attentive to everything going on?
That's impressive, Adam. Adam, that's very impressive.
Because
Which is the clean straws.
yes, I'm just trying to do my best to make sure we do a quality show here.
This
So what else
show's
do we
out
got,
of control.
The big news out of Imperial, which is the parent company of Altadis, is that their CEO, Allison Cooper, no relation, is stepping down. And there are signs that we're hearing that this announcement of the divestiture, which Imperial is selling off Altadis and the associated brands, there's a lot of signs that this is going to happen in the next few weeks because they're expecting to deliver the revenue back to the business for this divestiture by May of next year. So a lot of people are saying, based on that, and it's going to take a while for regulatory approval, we may be hearing about this, who's going to get Altadis very soon.
And do you have any idea who's going to be Coop?
See, that was my next question is you seem to be king of the rumor mill, or even though you're teaser-free, rumor-free, have you heard any rumors at all about what might be going on?
I honestly think no one knows what's going on with it right now. I think there was a bunch of garbage going around at Intertabac that something was going to be announced that couldn't be substantiated. I mean, I think people are hearing there are a lot of foreign groups that are bidding for this right now. I couldn't tell you who's got the edge or who's in there right now, but if you want to go quote-unquote the rumor mill, China and a group out of Dubai have been names that have been thrown out, but I don't think there's anyone's got legs to these right now.
If anybody knows, you will, Coop.
Someone will tell me that the day or four before, but then it will be given to Cigar Aficionado. That's usually what happens.
Then you call and tell Charlie Minato?
You can't say anything anyone because we got to wait for Aficionado to print it. That's what will happen.
By the way, we have an Ask KMA question. It's for Erik Espinosa. How much did Bill Ives pay you to babysit Juan Canso?
Not enough.
True question.
Yeah.
True question.
I know they know them well.
Like
Not enough.
Nation.
Why is Juan not going to the Great Smoke? I missed that part. Juan's not going to the Great Smoke?
He's going.
He's a wussy.
He's going.
Listen to me. I'm riding him really hard on this, just so when they finally break down, say, you know what, we really should be there. I'm going to say, sold out, bitches. Sorry.
You love a party more than anybody, and honestly, this is a 5-day party. I mean, I'm not saying you have to have a booth there, but you have to be there if you want to be part of the party. Or you're going to miss this party.
You've heard it here first. I will be here regardless, but I want to be there with a booth.
We'll be there regardless. Like we'd let your ass in.
With a booth and a bottle of maple.
I got pictures of you up at the gate so they don't let you in. They're going to be looking for you.
I'm going to get extra security.
I want to cut my hair and shave so you guys will recognize
Hey, listen. Since we're drinking, I got a great story from Coop. Coop. You know, I love you, but I got to say this story.
You could. I think you've told this story before. But
I don't think I've told it.
Wait. Stop the presses. Erik Espinosa has told the story before? No way.
No.
Listen.
It's the first time live on national radio.
I don't think I've said. So I don't know if I said it or not, but you got different listeners. So
It's a great story.
we're going to Nicaragua. Coop, Juan, I think Eric from Dojo, a bunch of guys going down there. And Coop puts me over the side and tells me, hey, Eric, you know this Juan guy. He likes to drink a lot. I'm not a big drinker, you know. And I said, listen, Coop, you're with me. Don't ever do anything you don't want to do. Don't worry about Juan. I got Juan under control. Don't drink. Don't worry about him. If you feel he's forcing you to drink, come get me, and I'll bitch slap him. Don't worry about it. So Coop says, all right, thanks, Eric. So we get down to Nicaragua. We're at AJ's place. I see Coop got a little drink in his hand, you know. He's sipping in and has another drink, and he gets up in the middle of everybody. Hey, Juan, how about a shot?
True story.
And now we're like best buds, right?
Yeah.
We text each other, we talk all the time.
But and then he went to bed after the shot.
But I had to sneak away to go to bed because I was worried they were going to start banging on my door at like 3 in the morning.
Chant, wake up, Coop.
Snuck out.
Yeah.
That's when that chant started.
I got
Wake up,
you were
Coop.
scared at first. You were scared of me, right, Coop, at first?
Oh, I was like, geez, I don't know about this. I don't know if I can hang with this Juan. I mean, these guys were going heavy already. Like Juan's going now, but picture the 5 or 6 of these guys going heavy already.
I just got to say this because it's Jack Taranya, but he posted Eric with the knockout. When did you knock me out in this conversation?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's such a dreamer. I actually texted that. I said, you're such a dreamer. He typed, he put in the thing, Erik with the knockout. Knockout!
He works with us.
See, there's a guy who you're paying.
Listen, he works with us, bro. What are you going to say?
Erik with the knockout.
What are you going to say? You won?
Your son did come to your defense, though, but very eloquently and respectfully.
What did he say?
He just said something about defining a collaboration. It made sense. There was nothing wrong with it. But Erik with the knockout, I don't know what he was listening to.
He might have meant Junior with that.
He's
because Junior's wasn't that, like...
No, my son's in the boxing, bro. He's talking about it. He knocked somebody out.
Good cover.
I'm telling you, he does. He's in the boxing. Erik's in the boxing. I'm telling you.
Jeremy,
did he knock the guy out?
You were in the boxing. I saw your videos.
Yeah. Did he knock the guy out? Is that...
Get this man another Bloody Mary. Now he's making sense.
Oh, boy. It's getting too real. All right, Coop, what's coming up this week on cigar-coop.com?
We've got the review of the Aganorsa Signature coming up, so you'll want to stay tuned for that, as well as more news and reportings.
All right, sounds good. We will definitely keep it all tuned to cigar-coop.com for all the latest news, information, and high-quality information that you can find in the cigar world. Coop, keep it lit.
Take care, guys.
Hey, thanks, Coop. See you. We'll see you in November, right?
Oh yeah, yep. I'm there.
You're driving your pink Cadillac.
Bring some lobster
I'll be
rolls.
driving the pink Cadillac. Absolutely. So we're doing the and we're going to be doing the show for you guys that night too.
Bring some lobsters.
We got to talk about that actually. Right after Coop gets off, we got to talk about Lazona Palooza.
All right.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the next big thing.
All right, Coop. Be safe, man. We'll see you.
Take care, guys. Okay.
Thanks.
It's just under a month away, almost.
Yeah.
So
tell us about this Lazona Palooza.
It's I think we're coming in the 5th year.
How'd you come
4th
up
year.
with the name? Just kidding. God.
Look what it says there. Zone. Sports Radio Zone. Right? No, here. Zone.
Oh yeah, the Zone. Right. It's a karma.
Nice. Bro.
So tell us about how Lazona Palooza.
I think this is going into the 4th year, 5th year. I don't remember. I've had too many of these Bloody Marys.
It is 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Just talking over at the warehouse, we do everything as a team down there. And I want to reward most of the guys who post a lot of our cigars, our fans of our cigars. And it's funny,
This is how it came about, right?
Yes. And
it was a way to say thank you to people who promoted your brand throughout the course of the year.
Correct. And we were looking for a venue, no different than what you did, the Great Smoke. It's hard to find a venue.
Hard to
you
find
know
a
that.
venue,
You know that. And being in Hialeah Gardens, we can't drive down here to have that. And there's no place outside, the cigar, all this.
Oh, we got lucky with the fairgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we literally...
They allow you. The guy, I
never thought in a million years they'd work with us because they do the big fair there every year, and Smoke-Free Florida was always part
May
of the
they
fair.
rot in hell.
Yeah, so I never thought that we'd go, but when we were literally kind of running out of room and choices, we just said, let's hit these people up. And not only had they let us do it, they have really embraced our event, man. It's one of the things they actually look forward to, and they work with us, and they make it very easy. I mean, the people at South Florida Fairgrounds have been amazing. In putting this
I
event
wish they
together.
had one in Hialeah.
Yeah. I get the problem.
Yeah, so we have to do it in our warehouse because we can't find a venue. And so the first year, there was like 100 people down there, And then the next year, we spoke.
Now, I just want to get this straight. These people pay their own way.
They pay their way. They pay
to fly down.
Yes.
And how many people are from out of state typically? Are coming? What percentage-wise?
80%.
So most of them are coming.
Yeah.
Most of them are coming from out of state.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have people from California, all over. So the following year, we said, how do we top this? So we can't take people away because, look, the right thing business-wise, let's invite new guys, or new consumers, guys that are posting, women that are posting our cigars, and let's forget about the other guys. Let's say make more room, invite 100 different other people. That doesn't work because what are you telling the guys?
You're not telling your most loyal people now they're not getting treated well.
Correct. So we continued.
So let me ask you this. How many people do you have a number that you set? Like, we can't really have more than X number.
150.
Because you get locals. You get local reps.
No, we stopped that. We stopped that. Yeah.
So now nobody can just show up.
No, we stopped that.
So let me ask you something. When a local rep just shows up there, you tell them to get lost?
Well,
no.
I don't. I make somebody
do it.
Yeah.
All right, that's
I don't.
fair.
Yeah. Listen. We can't. Here's the problem what people don't understand. Just showing up, crashing something. You get X amount of foods, X amount.
You base on a number.
Yeah, you base it on a number. It's like when you do yours, you base it on a number. I get
it.
And then I don't mind a friend of mine showing up or what have you. But I remember 3 years ago, somebody showed up and brings 5 friends, and I just lost it. I did. How do you do that? You want to show up, it's fine, but he shows up with 5 friends. That's
no class.
No class.
No class.
And so it gets scary every year because how do you leave so and so out who did all this? So we posted. I did a video.
So yeah, that's what I'll get to. So you have X number of people, right? 150, 160, whatever it is.
Correct.
What determines who? Because you have to be invited by you guys.
Yes.
So what determines?
Determinates, is that a word?
Well, determines. I think determines, dude.
Like
why don't you go back to shutting up and doing what you were doing?
Collaboration.
Go back to texting the wife.
Go make another drink. Stop acting like you're on the show.
Yes.
I'm just a sidekick.
Juan being the social media guru, he helps us a lot with that. He follows it, and he and Anthony and then Erik and Hector.
But is there a basis? Is it number of posts?
Yes, the number of posts, people. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
you have a formula built out.
Do you guys sit in a room and decide? Like you go over the list.
This person knows.
Yeah, we do. Absolutely, we do. And then we take away whoever slipped or went is more loyal now to somebody else.
Post something for somebody else.
Yeah, yeah.
So if they post something for another company, that's points deducted from them?
Of course.
I'm just curious.
It is.
So they have to be loyal,
It is,
hardcore,
yeah, absolutely.
Lazona every day.
Absolutely. Listen, everybody that goes there gets treated well. Gets treated like gold. Why would you leave?
I always say you do it over the top,
Of
right?
course,
But the expectation if someone's just going to be talking about just your brand, you don't think it's a little too much?
I'm not saying that that's all they have to do.
But you said you deduct the points, so they talk about
Yeah,
another
but
brand.
if they do 2 of mine, then they're ahead of a point.
But if they also
You
do
subtract one.
brands that you do, like us.
Right.
Do you deduct for anybody who makes a Juan cancel protocol post?
No, we had.
Oh, dude, I would make
we
a strong.
made that. We made
I would
that.
make a strong deduction for that.
No, we made. Listen, look, I know people
loud,
smoke other. I listen. You guys are banged up, bro.
Yo, we're like eight of these in. I'm saying thesaurus wrong. You're saying terminate.
I think Adam's gonna have to drive.
Hey,
boy.
So
Uber's making money this morning.
yeah, no, I know everyone smokes other people's products,
I know, I wanna finish the bottle.
which is fine. We don't have a problem with that. But for that week or for those 3-4 days that we're there, and I tell you what, we've gained. We've opened up a lot of shops through Lazona Palooza because people.
So give me a breakdown of what Lazona Palooza is. What can someone expect? First off, all the invitations are done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
They're coming in November 15th?
No, November 7th.
7th, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So tell me what happens. What goes on?
November 7th, they show up. 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. They come to the warehouse. We smoke cigars. It's more like a meet and greet. Okay, on the 7th, I introduce everybody. Everybody introduce themselves. And people become friends. And I'll tell you, and then let me finish this, and I'll tell you what happened.
Nobody stop.
And then the next morning, we got a bunch of activities. We have a bunch of contests.
You've had crazy contests.
Yes, we've had dodgeball, bunch of stuff.
You've had a lot of chairs that died and have been
Yeah.
broken.
Well, there's a lot of
big guys.
Yeah, a lot of big guys, and
you-
they have to sign it.
You have these cheap plastic chairs that they just cracks underneath.
And they
them.
cracked, and we got 8 of them. We still have them hanging in the warehouse.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw them yesterday. I saw them in July when I was there.
I got
Funny.
I got a magic marker ready for you.
I won't see. Dude, this is straight bourbon.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I'm telling you.
You just poured a drink that's straight bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So anyway, I tell you what happened.
Look that
These guys
heavy-handed
listen.
from it, but
Wow.
you might want to stir that for
And these
a while.
guys are big fans of
That
your.
could be it.
Yeah.
These guys are big fans of your shop, and one guy lives in Maryland, the other guy lives. Mark, Mark Davis?
Yeah.
Well, he was at the event last night. So I'm in Philadelphia. I'm doing an event, and I'm walking into the door, and Mark's there. I'm like, dude, what are you doing here?
Right. At Tony's place, Anthony's place.
No, another shop.
Oh, okay.
And then I look to my left, and I see a guy named Jeff Todd, and they're part of that wrecking crew. They got a little group going. And I look at Jeff, and I said, what the hell are you doing here? So I look at both of them, and they're like, Mark looks at me, and Mark says, I'm staying with him at his house. You know, I came in for your event.
You flew all the way to Philly,
bro, and that was for me was very touching.
Yeah.
Not just that they met in Lazona Palooza, and they became friends. And listen, for you to allow somebody to stay in your house, you got to be pretty good friends. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So we've created that. So all over the country, how'd you meet? You got Christy, the Crenshaws. I'm sure she's listening.
I love her.
Oh, I love her too. I just don't like that she sees dolphins where there's no dolphins. But
I got a lot of respect for retailers like her because this is the type of retailer I am, and you know it, right?
Right.
Like, I will carry Dion's brand if it's a good brand. It's a brand that my consumers want. I don't care that he's a retailer, right? Because there are people who have that. There are retailers in this industry, and they got that phobia. Well, why would I want to support another retailer's brand, right? I've carried FSG, Jeff's stuff from Corona. Because, look, it's all about propagating what your consumers want, making a good lifestyle. So when I see another retailer like Chrissy and her husband who love KMA and follow KMA and promote KMA, I love that. That stuff is
they're good people.
They're good people.
They're good people. You met them at Lazona Palooza. But listen, because of Lazona Palooza, that's where they found out of KMA.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I like Lazona Palooza, like the Great Smoke. I've made friends now for literally 15 years. I meet one time a year.
Mm-hmm.
They come down every year for the Great Smoke, and that's the only time I get to see them. But I know them personally, just from the Great Smoke.
Hey, some of my best friends I met them from Pompano.
Right,
Joe,
right, yeah,
Guy,
life
Chris,
friends,
life friends. How many times we broke bread together and all that.
Too many.
Yeah, so that's the Lazona Palooza. And then I did do a video, and I asked everyone, if you think you should be invited to Lazona Palooza, reach out to me. Because some things fall through the cracks.
Do you have a wild card program? Like,
yes.
After you get a top,
yes.
We're gonna give you 5 tickets. Make the best.
If we messed up,
because otherwise a new person can never get in.
Sure, they can.
But if you got hardcore people and you got the same 150 people, how does a new guy get hope of getting an invitation?
We say that every year. We say that in the beginning. How do you get invited to Lazona Palooza? By posting, buying our cigars, posting it. That's how you get invited.
But here's my question, right? Because you only have limited spaces, right?
Right.
Say this person had X number of posts.
Right.
This Y person has the exact same number of posts.
Right.
Same activity, everything's equal. But this guy's been doing it for 5 years. This guy just started this year.
I invite them both.
So you go beyond the number.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Eric goes beyond always.
I'll disinvite Juan since he's not coming to
the Great Smoke. Yeah.
And the space for one more person.
Right, there you go. Now, did we finish going through the scheduled itinerary? Because I think we got cut off, right? You got the meet and greet.
Right, and then we close it down like 12 o'clock at night. But these guys, let me tell you what they do. The hotel that the host hotel
where everybody stays.
There's a parking lot, and it's sort of empty.
They just hang out in the parking lot.
They hang in the parking lot.
They hang out in the parking garage.
The cops there, I know every single cop.
They know every year. They don't bother them.
And the cop shows up one year and tells them, and he sees them. And Eric and I have a lot of respect there, the cops, and Hector being a cop also. So the cop shows up, to bust their tails, and because I guess they got a call or what have you, and then they look at it and they see these guys smoking cigars, and they look at him. He goes, "You guys with Eric?" Everybody, yeah. All right, bro. You guys are cool. Any of you guys got an extra cigar? Yeah, bro. So the cop's smoking. So this year we're gonna do.
You should play a practical joke and have a paddy wagon show up. And load them all up.
They know, bro. All those guys are there, dude. They know that all the cops. The cops hang out there.
I know that's shady and probably can't be done, but just call Juan. He's used to doing the shady shit while he's on the job.
Yeah. So, dude, by the way, I got to give props to Juan. Last year, Lazona Palooza, he kind of pissed me off like he always does.
Juan pissed you off?
Yeah,
No way.
He kind of pissed me off. So we started playing charades. I don't know if you were there. I don't think you were there.
No, I heard about this. This was great.
Listen to me. We gave him some tough shit.
Like what? What was a tough one?
Will Smith. Liam Neeson.
Oh, that's a bitch right there.
And I told him he had to. I give him 10 seconds to think of something.
How did you do Liam Neeson?
He got under like they're pulling him out.
Huh?
I was trying to reenact the scene from Taken. Like I would put something like tie the girl up and he's on the phone and then someone goes, Taken.
So he got everything in less than a minute. Everything in less than a minute.
Smith.
How about Will Smith?
Smith was hard.
Wait, I I want to be there for charades this year.
Listen.
I want to be there this year for
All
charades.
right, stick around. You always leave.
Will Smith
Stick
was
around.
very difficult, so I'm thinking, like, what can I...
Bro, he did
and
the
I thought about
dance.
the Carlton dance.
The Carlton dance,
And
yeah.
so I said, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, boom.
Yeah, bro.
I
Everything
tried to do
was
the
like
dick,
a minute.
I tried to do,
and,
he had dick in
and
a box.
all 10 of them.
He had a
got
dick in a
them.
box thing, and I
Oh, yeah, dick in the box. And boom, he gets it.
I got a
Did
box.
you put your dick in a box?
I walked around in with a box.
Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah, Britney
He sat down.
How'd you do Britney
He
Spears?
crossed his leg. He sat down, and then he opens his leg.
That would be what's her
and a
name?
picture.
Not Britney Spears.
Christina Aguilera.
No,
Britney
Britney,
Spears.
the older woman from Basic Instinct.
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Britney Spears had the car incident when she was in the car.
Yeah, she had the car.
I know
That was
what
the
I did.
Paris Hilton thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
that was.
I saw you sit in a chair, spreading your legs. I would totally said, what's her name?
Sharon
Sharon
Stone.
Got
Yeah.
all 10 in less than a minute. So this year I got something for him.
Uh-oh. Are we going to spoil what it is?
I'm going to get harder.
You know, we won't get there till Saturday morning. That's the only downside.
My favorite one was the Saturday Night Live.
We'll
So
wait for
I tried to do the skit from with the Will Ferrell. What was the big guy? They're doing the Chippendale dancers.
Oh, Chris Farley.
Chris Farley. I
Yeah.
took my shirt off.
Yeah, he did. He
I took
did.
my
Chris
shirt off,
Farley
and
took his shirt off.
They got
He
it.
did.
Somebody got Chris
Wow.
Farley. SNL.
Yeah. So how's the cigar world?
Have we even spoken about cigars?
I don't know. Would you like to do a collaboration? Like
Right, you
buy
want
some
to do a
tobacco?
collaboration? All right,
Yeah.
listen, I'm gonna speed some issues, and I want your responses. Ready?
All right, yeah.
Seriously, cigar stuff. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Cigar Con.
What do you want me to say, pro or con?
What did you think about it? Really? Don't give me no buttered bullshit.
Listen, they got to do something.
Well, that wasn't it.
I don't think that was it. No, they got to do
Were you
something.
gonna do it?
A lot of it's the industry, bro. That's our
Were you
Super
gonna
Bowl.
do it?
Yeah. Do I have any choice?
No.
Everybody has a choice. It cannot go.
Yeah.
If you're on my side, would you do it?
Probably not.
Why? You won't go to the show?
Honestly, my argument with at this point is, and I'm a firm believer in this, I really think in 2 or 3 years, a lot more medium guys are just going to stop going to the show.
That's already happening.
I understand. It's going to get worse. So, but I'm usually ahead of the curve. I usually one of the first guys to act on shit because I see it earlier. I'd probably already be at the point where I would stop going to the show. It makes no financial sense because I'm a numbers guy. I always say, one of my theories in life is, I say, look, human beings are emotional people. We lie. We lie when we don't want to lie. We lie to ourselves. We make ourselves believe shit that's not true sometimes. But there's one thing that never lies. It's numbers.
Absolutely.
If you
I'm
look
a
at
numbers guy,
and
too.
you learn the numbers and you read
Numbers
the numbers,
don't lie.
numbers
Absolutely.
will always tell you what the situation is.
Absolutely.
And I can't believe for a mid-level company, the numbers say go to the show anymore. It just doesn't pay. And I it's not what I want. Listen. People don't. You know, I'm that villain. You know, for people who are like any sci-fi fans or the show out there. Now I know I'm drunk because I'm talking sci-fi.
Love it.
But if there's any sci-fi fans, there was a great show called Farscape. It was a Jim Henson production. And there was a villain called Scorpius in there, right? And for years, you watched the series thinking this guy's the villain. He was the villain, but all he wanted was the greater good for everybody, even if it meant the means that he got there was bad.
Robin Hood
So,
type guy.
so at the end of the day, you ended up liking this guy, even though he was like the villain the whole time. And people, I get that way because I'm for what's best for the organization. I'd love to see the PCA thrive and do well, but I'm not going to lie about what's going on. There's some major issues there, and I don't want to see it fail. That's not my intention at all. I just don't think that the leadership there is doing their job and doing it right, and I think it just could be done way better. But I also believe the way it's set up, it's not conducive to do better because you got a board made up of guys who all run their real businesses, and having a call for 30 minutes or an hour a month doesn't solve the problem, especially when half that time it's all litigation stuff. So, you know, the model is very hard for it to thrive. So I think it was a problem, and I think at some point it's either going to, my prediction is it will get consumed by the TP, they'll buy it, acquire it, and it'll be one major show for the whole tobacco industry.
I think they need to change the venue. My personal opinion. The time-wise, I know it's hard.
It's not that it's hard. Listen to me. Changing the venue would improve the show. Changing the time of year could improve the show. But that's not what the problem with the show is. That's just all icing that people want to bitch about. I'll go to a show in November if it's worth going.
Yes.
And I don't care if it's in Antarctica. If it's Antarctica and it's worth going, I will go. Because I always try to do what's best for my business. And if going to a trade show is what's best for my business, or you find a way to emotionally make me want to be there, then I would go.
There's nothing that I can come up with that would. Every idea out there, I don't like none of them. It's the truth.
You don't like my roast idea?
You're gonna get the discounts anyway, whether you go.
You don't like my roast idea that I've been talking about like for almost 8 years?
Your roast?
Yes. I've been talking about it for like literally since I was on the board. I can't tell you how long ago that was.
I've never heard of it.
Yes, you have. I've talked about it regularly. I've said very few times where everybody in the industry is in Vegas, right? Or just in one place, freaking Vegas. We're all together. Don't make the show the reason why I want to go. Make an awesome event. That's what I look forward to every year. That's when and I've always said, we're a very close-knit industry. You and I argued very heavily today about a collaboration. Right. But the reason why I could argue with you so comfortably is because we are friends. I mean, we're going to go out and have lunch and make lunch after this, right?
Right.
Make a roast. There are guys in this industry. I had a comedian lined up from California. He was going to come out, help put it together, write the script. You make it over the top the first year, right? It was the last night of the last day. Everybody would go. You'd sell tables and you'd save so many seats for consumers. And you make it so over the top that next year everybody will want to go. And that would be something like if I knew they were roasting you, I would go to Vegas no matter what, trade show or not. And I would go every year, make a roast, make an annual event that the whole industry can come together, celebrate together, and have a great time. And they never did it. They tried doing it. They had meetings. They brought in all the manufacturers and Bill Spann, and they tried to. But the problem is he started trying to get input from everybody. You know what it is when you get like 50 people in a room and you want input from them. Nothing ever happens. All you do is the gears grind.
It's a disaster.
You know? It's a disaster. I said, just do it. Do the roast. Tell them that this is what we're doing, and make them come. And if they come, listen, even if the first year you only get half the people.
Right.
If you do it awesome, next year
if they talk about it was funny, it was
people,
great. You should have seen this guy. You should have seen whatever.
They've never done it, and I still think, and Skip Martin, I just threw in his name because argued, people will be too sensitive. Bullshit. I've said some of the meanest things to this guy in the last week. Look at he's still laughing.
No, listen. If you're sensitive, then you don't do it. If you're sensitive, then don't do it.
Absolutely, there are guys who are too sensitive, and you don't make
their egos are too big, so they don't want to chip.
There are some guys you don't put them up there.
I understand, but if you're gonna put me up there and they're gonna roast me, that's fine. I can handle it. But the next year, give me the opportunity to roast whoever roasts me. Yeah. What the hell?
Listen, it could have worked. There could have been ways to spin up. But listen, whether that's the idea or not, it's a problem that needs solving. And like you probably were drinking, didn't even know there was a cigar con, right? Don't lie.
I know about a cigar con.
Yeah, but you didn't even think twice.
But I got a question about cigar con. So they got the cigar con from like Comic Con, right? Kind of like that's came out the concept,
yeah.
right? So in Comic Con they do what's called cosplay, where the people dress up like their favorite characters.
Oh, this is getting stupid now.
They could have done that with the cigar manufacturer, with the personalities. People dress up like Sokka.
So I could dress up like Michael Herclock.
Absolutely.
Sockalicious.
Imagine you in a 3-piece suit.
I don't think they make one. I don't think they make Michael Herclock clothes to fit me.
That's a good pull, though. I like where you
Michael
went with that. Yeah, that was nice.
Well, listen, if you're going to dress up as somebody, that'd be the dude I'd try to dress up as.
Somebody told me
I wouldn't want to dress up like Erik Espinosa. All I need is just a black
Somebody
t-shirt.
was telling me
That's
that
it, brother.
I need to be more serious.
I got badass clothes,
up, and I was
dude,
like,
I don't know about the serious, but you just got to clean up, dude.
No, but I was like, there's only one Michael Herclock in this industry.
The guy they
don't need a fat Michael
You're
Herclock.
like the guy they found that was raised by coyotes in the woods like for 10 years, and you finally came back to civilization.
There is a backstory behind the beard and the hair. It's just this, like, since I was 16 years old, I've had jobs where I couldn't, I had
your arm hurt from picking up the
no. I couldn't grow a beard. I couldn't have long hair. So when I retired, I just wanted to try it to see if it was kind of.
You couldn't have a beard in the police force?
No, you have to have a special note that you can't shave because.
Are you serious?
I kid you not.
But you can have a mustache.
Mustache, yes, but then there's rules about it. It can't go, it can't be the handlebar mustache.
Now, is that every department or just specific departments you were in?
I want to say pretty much nationwide.
How about goatee? How about goatee?
No goatees. Unless you're in like an undercover, you cannot wear any facial hair.
Are you serious?
You can't even have long sideburns. I used to have arguments.
How does that affect your job?
I don't know. They just want you to look clean cut.
Is that just like New York thing, or is that?
I want to say
the UPS was the same.
Yeah, I would say it's a nationwide thing.
As a brown delivery guy, they were worried about your facial hair.
Forget about it. UPS is the same. When I worked at UPS, it's the same. Tell me.
That's like
gonna have long hair. I don't know if it's changed now.
That's ironically hilarious. Who gives a shit what the UPS driver looks like?
They wear shorts, for Christ's sake.
I mean, just deliver my goddamn shit on time without spiking it like a football, and I'll be happy. Oh my God.
Well, this has been we do. This has been a fun and exciting edition of KMA Talk Radio.
We talk about enough stuff. Are you cutting us off?
No, I'm not. Are
you ending it?
I'm just, bringing everybody back around.
Time check now.
Oh, we're way past.
Oh, yeah, no, it's 12:16.
It's a free-for-all. We do a free-for-all now.
It's all free-for-all. It's like,
all
do you have a
for
question?
A new studio that we're hopefully going to have ready in December.
And you can smoke in that new studio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking with the Rabbit Ear people about installing some really good stuff in there.
Nice.
Get it working.
Good stuff.
Absolutely. It'll be a great time.
You got another thing. You said Con Air, and not Con.
Con Air.
Cigar Con.
Cigar Con, and then you had another question, I think.
Did I?
Yeah, you said.
Do you remember what it was?
No. Did I have a couple things? Did I say a couple things?
Like speed points. You like the first.
You had speed points.
You had these little speed
points.
points.
You did say had speed points.
I never got past the first one.
I know.
And it wasn't too speedy. We talked about Cigar Con for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not like we can't stop talking about Cigar Con again and again. It's always a fun time.
All right, before we get off the air, latest new funny story that you haven't told like 100 times at least.
New one.
A new funny story?
That you haven't told at least 100 times. 99 is okay.
You know all my funny stories.
I know, but our listeners don't. Give us a new one.
The newest one. Something that happened.
Don't tell the George Burns Oprah joke on the air.
Oh, you want a joke?
You got a good joke? Go ahead. You're a storyteller.
You can curse too.
But don't tell us the Oprah George Burns joke.
No. Are you kidding me?
You do the genie joke?
No.
That's my absolute favorite.
I'll say my favorite all-time joke.
Okay, there you go. That's even better. I want to know what your favorite all-time joke
All
is.
right, so here it goes. There's a guy feels like his wife's cheating on him, right? So he goes to the next door neighbor.
Shut up!
Listen, you probably know it because I've told you. So he goes to the next door neighbor and he tells the guy. The next neighbor tells him, "What's wrong, bro?" He goes, "Bro, I think my wife's cheating on me." He goes, "How do you know?" He goes, "Bro, she's acting weird." So he says, "Dude, go get a private eye. You'll follow her around, and and you'll catch her." It's a great idea. So he goes, sees the first guy. He tells him the problem. The guy wants $7,000. He goes, "That's too much money, bro." The next guy wants $7,500, $6,500, $8,000. So he goes back to the neighbor. He goes, "Bro, I can't afford this. It's too much money." He says, "I'll tell you what. I was thinking about this the other day. Why don't you go get a parrot?" He goes, "A parrot? What the fuck is a parrot gonna do?" He says, "Dude, they talk. They're gonna tell you everything." He says, "Dude, no, this is a great joke, bro." So he says, "You know what? Fuck it." So he goes to the pet shop and he tells the guy his problem. The guy goes, "Dude, I got your perfect bird. African gray. He's gonna tell you everything." He goes, "How much is the bird?" He goes, $5,500. He goes, "Bro, I can't afford that. For that, I get a private eye." He goes, "I got another bird, $5,000. Doesn't talk as much as African gray." He says, "Dude, I can't afford that." So as he's walking out, the guy goes, "Come here, bro. I forgot. I got your perfect bird." He goes, "How much is the bird?" He goes, $200. $200. He goes, "Does he talk?" He talks more than the $5,500 bird. He says, "Well, what's the catch?" He says, "He's got no legs." He says, so he says,
Wait. How does the bird...
Wait, listen. You gotta wait. You gotta wait.
Lie inside?
Listen.
Sit up with no legs.
Let me finish. So he says, he's got no legs. So the guy goes, "So how does he stand up?" He says, "With his pecker. He uses like a kickstand." So the guy goes, "You sure he talks?" He says, "Dude, he talks. He says everything." He says, "All right, give me the bird." Takes the bird, puts the bird in the car. He tells the bird the problem. The bird tells him, "Listen, bro, leave me in the balcony. Go to work, and I'm going to tell you everything." He says, "All right, fuck it." So the guy comes back from work. He says, "So tell me." He goes, "Bro, I got so much to tell you." He goes, "What happened?" He goes, "They knocked on your door." "They knocked on my door?" He goes, "Yeah. Who was it?" Some dude. "What else happened?" "The guy came inside the house." "The guy came inside my house?" He goes, "Yeah." "What else happened?" "He started kissing your wife." "He started kissing my wife?" He goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "So what else happened?" "Your wife got naked." "My wife got naked?" He goes, "Yeah." "So what else happened?" He goes, "I don't know, because I got a hard on. I fell back. I didn't see nothing else."
Oh, Lord.
The sad part is I think I've heard that joke before.
No, I don't think you've heard it before.
Fucking great. No legs.
Oh my God.
Just the thought of a bird with no legs is funny.
I had no idea when that started.
All
okay.
Right.
All right.
Well,
So
thanks for coming in. It was a great show, Juan. Thanks for the drink. Non-stop. How do we do? We polish a bottle off? Quarter left.
You're good, bro. You got to drive. Relax. We gotta go buy food.
That's why me and Abe are having 9. Abe and I.
Take it to the house.
We got it at the house, but we'll take it anyway.
Yeah, there you
We'll
go.
Make more.
All right, let's see this week. It belongs in a cigar and
Oh,
Insane
shit.
Asylum.
We got another segment?
Welcome to the Cigar Asylum,
Did you know I'm utterly insane? We all go a little mad sometimes.
where logic and reason cease to exist.
This week belongs in a cigar and Insane Asylum, brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars.
All right, this week's inductees really want to get everyone's attention. 2 unnamed people are facing criminal felony charges after they were just trying to have a little fun and spread some joy in the world. Well, at least on Interstate 75 near Detroit. Oh, Ronnie Haitian town. 2 suspects have been arrested for hacking. Oh, I saw this. Hacking in a digital billboard. You like that?
Funny, there was not a dildo involved, from what we know.
There might have been, actually.
You never know, but I don't think there was.
A digital billboard along the highway and broadcasting hardcore pornography for all passers-by. This pornography went on for at least 30 minutes of this hardcore porn playing on a massive digital billboard as drivers were stunned, almost causing accidents along the thoroughfare. Yeah, from what I read was the billboard was seemed to be controlled by a house underneath it, and these 2 kids broke into the house, hacked into the billboard. The suspects, they were caught by police, because when I read the story, they weren't caught yet.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
They were caught by police after surveillance footage had found them breaking into a nearby shed that housed the billboard's electrical components. During the broadcast, several motorists called 911. Who would call 911 to report a porno billboard? Would you stop?
No,
as an officer of the law,
Yeah.
as a former officer of the law, if you were driving down I-95 and you came across a billboard that was playing porn, would you call 911?
No.
Would you call 911?
I don't know what I would do.
Would you do anything other than keep driving?
Yeah, I'd keep going. I'd just keep going. Yeah, no.
Colin, call 911?
Drive by.
Yeah, who the fuck calls 911 for a porno billboard? So
hey, you just got a free show. You got to. Did you just see some titties? Did you just see some titties?
I got
did you
4
just see
kids,
some
and I really don't think I'd call 911. I'd be bothering 911, right, about a porno billboard, right? So, anyways, congratulations to both our digital pervs. You are this week's inductees. I don't know if they're really Insane Asylum inductees, but if Paul says so, okay. Brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars.
And our good friends over at CLE and Asylum Cigars.
Yes.
All right, it's been a lovely 2 and almost half hours.
Time for some white man crack.
That was like a Coop show. This was like a Coop show.
No, Coop show would have been another hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Coop show would have been another hour.
I had a good time, man.
It was a good time.
Absolutely. Eric, thanks for being here. And if, so obviously you got the event tonight. What do you got after that? What's next week?
The collaboration.
That's a great name for a cigar.
We're never going to hear the end of this collaboration.
Dude, I'm going to be
did you just make me another drink?
Yes.
We're going. We're getting in an automobile.
You took your cup and you slid it.
Yeah, like, I'm
you
done.
Slid it towards
You
me.
did do that.
Thank you,
sir.
I know.
You did do that.
This guy took the cup and he slides it towards me. What does that to me? It means, all right,
We're getting in an automobile and driving.
I did see that. You slipped in
my
the cup like you
God.
need to know, like the Wild West, bro.
You made another full drink.
You have to put it away from him. You can't get it near
empty
him.
glasses by me. Look at Adam. Adam's got an empty glass. He's by him.
Holy
You can't
shit.
put empty glasses next to me.
All right, next week, David Blanco with Blanco Cigars will be our guest. I'm sure it'll be another fun and exciting show. And guess what? Paul won't be here again.
Again?
Yes.
It's going to be another great show then.
It'll be phenomenal.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
So we got David Blanco with no Paul.
No Paul.
Nice.
It'll be great.
Wow.
But we will have fake Paul, thanks to Colin.
Yeah, we always get that fake Paul Wow ready.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we
Always
ever get? Do we have an Erik Espinosa soundbite? We used to have one before.
It's not about the money. It's a good one. Get that one.
We should get 2 of them before we get off the
Don't
show
fight
while
with money.
they're drunk. Let them make a KMA soundbite before we leave.
Bro,
Bro, it's a good one. I like that
listen
one.
to KMA Radio, bro.
I got one last joke before we go.
All right.
All right.
Can it be the
absolutely.
genie joke, please? Please?
No.
No.
Why not?
No.
I think because it's
No.
It's a smidge bit racial.
No.
No, let's stay away from
Yeah,
that.
that's
We've already had issues on KMA.
So-
Radio.
Yes.
You got a guy walks outside his door and sees a bear top of a tree. And he goes, in the middle of the city. Actually, it was in Chicago. Back door. sees a bear, and he says, holy cow. So he calls the police department. Listen, I got this bear on top of a tree. And the cop said, well, we don't handle that. Call the fire department. Calls the fire department, and they said, well, we don't handle that. But there's this guy, Farmer Fred. He's phenomenal with this shit like this, you know. Call him up. So he calls Farmer Fred. He tells him, listen, I got a bear on top of a tree. Farmer Fred said, I'm on my way. So Farmer Fred shows up with a 2x4, handcuffs, a rifle, and a chihuahua. So Farmer Fred tells the guy, listen, you hold this rifle, right? Hold the rifle and the handcuffs. I'm going to climb up the tree with a 2x4, right? You can tell it's a male. So I'm going to hit him. He's going to fall. The dog is trained to bite him in his balls, right? So when he bites his balls, he's going to protect himself, okay? And when he protects himself, you put the handcuffs on him, and I take him away. And I goes, wow, that's cool. He says, you know, so what's the rifle for? He goes, in case I fall before the bear, shoot the dog.
Oh, man, on that note, it's time to sell.
All right, until next week, and as always, keep it lit, America.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Cigar Fairy's making rounds.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Keep it lit with KMA Talk Radio.